Like this video, subscribe to this video, share this video out. What about Facebook?
We're live on Facebook.
What's up, Facebook? Curt, you're doing it out of order. We have a specific order, and it's all out of order, running out of sequence, throwing me off. So we stream live everywhere we can. So usually we try and launch probably the podcast first, YouTube second, because then I'm like this video, subscribe to our channel, and then Facebook. I like to greet y'all. But it's good. It's all good. It's Thursday morning. We're gonna have a good time. Back at it. 5 seconds. Good morning. It's 8:36. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
And it is a beautiful rainy day. We are excited to get this going today. It's still going to be an awesome day.
Every day is a great day when you tune in to 99.5 FM.
Is that right? Please tell me more. I'm interested. You got a lot of
because it's positivity. It's the new morning routine.
Okay.
This is the radio station that will help make your day the best day that it possibly can be.
That's what we're hoping. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're streaming live on Facebook. We're streaming live on YouTube. If you're watching on either of those, make sure that you are liking or subscribe to our channel. We appreciate the time. If you're listening over the air, thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. It is a little bit wet out there. It's sprinkling. It's rainy. Make sure that if you're driving, if you have to get out, that you are being careful, that you're taking the necessary precautions, even like bringing a jacket somewhere or bringing an umbrella, having it in your car, or parking in a spot that you know you're going to be able to get to your car quickly.
I just take the ones that are by the door here at the church and like stick them in my car.
I noticed that.
And then I always have an umbrella.
Yes, that is true. But is that the purpose of those?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. So we do have a bunch of stuff going on right now. Today, we are going to be announcing the winners of a giveaway that we've been running for the past week. That'll be exciting. And there's also a challenge that goes along with that. We've had some people that have responded to this challenge that are going to be participating, and it's really, really cool. It's over in the KHEA Radio Plaza in League City off of 518, where there's multiple businesses that we are claiming as our we're going to probably get a phone call.
KHEA Plaza, right?
Yeah, KHEA Plaza. We're going to get a phone call and be like, hey, please stop calling that plaza KHEA Plaza. It's actually mine. You know,
I saw a sign that said KHEA Plaza now on it. Like it's already changed. It's already flipped ownership. We now own it. Thank you.
Yeah, speaking of that, there's some place. So there's Bonnie's Donuts. There's Pierogi Queen. There is Empire Central, Cakes by Jula, and Al Garza's Premier Martial Arts, which if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, you can see I'm rocking my Al Garza's Premier Martial Arts shirts today.
Hey, I like that shirt. I think I have one just like it.
You do. But I feel like whenever I put this on and I'm out in the wild, if somebody sees me with this bad boy on, they aren't going to mess with me. They're going to be looking, taking one look, walk the other way. You know, you don't know what's coming. They don't know the kind of training I've had. If they watch the video of me beating Curt in the stick fight, then they would know. But other than that, I think this shirt kind of speaks for itself.
Yes.
Right.
And that is in that same plaza where Bonnie's Donuts is at.
Yes. So on Saturday, we have a 5-pound cinnamon roll eating challenge. It's a contest. It's going to be awesome. If we had more time to plan it, we probably would have had better prizes. But we do have some stuff lined up, and we're trying to see how many participants there are going to be. The more participants there are, then the better the prizes and the kind of stuff we can put together. That's kind of how it is working for us right now. So we didn't want to like overpromise stuff, but we have some neat stuff planned and some stuff that we're excited to announce. But we have winners that are going to be announced today for that.
Yeah, we're giving away 4 gift cards to Bonnie's Donuts today. I think they're each $25. And so you have a chance to just load up on donuts with $25. Can you imagine how many donuts you can get if you had $25 worth of donuts?
Yes, I can, because donuts, they're usually like 70 cents, so like less than $1, I think, depending on what kind of donut.
You could get like you could get 2 5-pound cinnamon rolls for that $25 gift card.
Yeah, that's a lot of cinnamon roll.
So we will be announcing that winner throughout the day today. Those 4 winners, we What time, Gardy, do you think people should tune in?
Man.
Or we should just keep it a surprise?
Man, I don't know. What do y'all think? Do y'all want to know now? Do y'all want to know? I think they want to wait. I think they want to wait.
An hour, maybe 2?
People love waiting.
I think like at least maybe like, and just tease it till the last little bit. Be like, well, I guess now we can draw.
We stream live 8:30-ish to 11 a.m.
8:30-ish.
And I think we announced it at 10:59.
I think I like that too.
And 50 seconds, unless some more people get in and they have some. So, hey, Vanessa from Fit365, she said that they'll donate some prizes for the eating challenge. That's awesome. If anybody else wants to donate, hey, we are definitely open to that to help make this eating challenge, cinnamon roll challenge possible. We are excited to team up with some local businesses in any way we can.
Yeah, so let's go over kind of what that is again. This is a 5-pound cinnamon roll eating challenge that is taking place on Saturday at 1:30 at Bonnie's Donuts in League City. It's in the KHEA Plaza. And all you have to do is you have to sit down, and in 30 minutes, you have to eat the 5-pound cinnamon roll.
Yes. So we have a little bit of feedback on our Facebook live stream. People saying that, hey, nobody likes waiting. Nobody wants to wait. Can y'all just let us know? Maybe we can. But we would like to give at least the next 30 minutes, maybe, I don't know, unless something comes over us and we're just like, hey, I want to give it away now, for people to still enter. But I have to say thank you to SDVA Solutions and AD. She asked how I was doing. If you were watching the show yesterday, you might have noticed that I missed. I was absent. How was the show? I tuned in for a little bit. I heard Curt was making fun of me because what else would he talk about? I heard that he's putting me down a little bit, which kind of hurts me deep. You know, I'm the one who told you that, like before, that whenever we did the Sammy's video, I was like, hey, I should have asked. I said, I think I might have said it like peasant. I don't know how I said it. Whenever we were talking about the thing, I said, just make sure you don't use that one. And you're like, oh, okay. And then he sent me the video like late when I'm like, Curt, we literally had a conversation about this multiple times. And he's like, oh, I forgot. Yeah. So that's what happened there. Cut me deep.
Pheasants. Sorry. Yeah. So we, I want to go back one more time. If you are still interested in doing the 5-pound cinnamon roll challenge, because somebody asked earlier,
let us know.
You have until tomorrow afternoon to let us know if you are participating. It is $15 to enter to do the 5-pound cinnamon roll eating challenge. Yep. You can send that to us at khearadio.com. Click on the donate button or on the day of. But we do need to know by tomorrow afternoon if you are for sure doing it. So we give Bonnie's Donuts enough time to make the 5-pound cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, even if you you just want to donate, go donate at khearadio.com too. That's an option as well. So I am feeling a bit better. I do have these wipes with me. So it's a 7th generation disinfecting wipes. I've wiped down everything in this office before Curt got here. Apparently, after the show yesterday, Curt was kind of, I think that he feels left out at points in his life. And so he's like, wow, everybody's sick. Gardy doesn't feel well. And then he was like texting me. He's like, Gardy, I'm sick. I threw up. I did this. I'm like, Curt, wow, really? You're going to just like try and be like me that much? Are you that obsessed with me that you just want to be like me so much? Now you're going to fake sick. He's like, yeah,
fake sick.
I don't feel good. And then he was just waiting for people to tell him like, go home, Curt, you work too hard. And so he was sticking around the office like, I'm sick. And I'm like, dude, just go home. Quit texting me. If you're sick, go home. Because then if you are really sick, you're going to get other people sick. And nobody wants that. Go home.
Right.
But yeah, anyways, he's back here today saying he's feeling all better because guess who else is here today? Me. And I'm feeling all better. And I brought these disinfecting wipes. I wiped everything down. I had some Lysol in here and I sprayed everything down, especially my mic.
Smells good.
It smells like Lysol. It smells like disinfectant in here. But there's still that 0.1% of germs that Lysol wipes and Lysol spray doesn't get. You ever notice that? Kills 99.99% of germs.
You probably still got the 1% of the germs.
Exactly. There's the 1% of the germs that the disinfectant wipes, the disinfectant spray doesn't get to. And what is up with that? Is there a way to kill that?
You know, if they sponsored us, would they have to change it kills 99.9% to 99.5% of their germs?
You know, I don't think so. We would have to change our radio station frequency.
We would now be 99.9 FM. I like that.
99.99 FM. It would be very hard to get to on the dial, but we can make it work. Yeah, so this is lemongrass citrus scent, and then the other one that I used, the Lysol spray, was just like clean, swift breeze, laundry. I don't know, but it does smell good in here. So we have another giveaway video that we launched yesterday. I am a little, man, I'm upset. I miss Sammy. Sammy was such a nice guy. Whenever I had the opportunity to meet him at Sammy's Wild Game Grill, and he was here in studio, I didn't get to catch all of the interview, but it looked like it went really well.
Yeah, Sammy's was amazing. As an interview host here yesterday, and we learned a lot about like iguana was one of the things that he really loved. Iguana empanadas was one of his favorite food items, and he said it was like the chicken of the South, which is kind of cool to see. And so we do have that giveaway video for Sammy's Wild Game Grill. You have a chance to win things like a gift card that can allow you to try things like camel empanadas, kangaroo burgers. What else was there? Pheasant stuffed jalapenos.
That was my favorite.
That was my favorite too.
Hey, you know what? That the empanadas, it tasted like
heaven.
It tasted like barbacoa. That's the closest thing I know how to compare it to. And I know a lot of you have probably had barbacoa in your life. So imagine that in an empanada, and that's what's up.
That's the camel.
Delicious. That was camel. We have some really funny stuff that's going on our stream that I don't know if I can say all of it, but it's I do appreciate everybody taking the time to tune in. Hey, if any of y'all have a YouTube, make sure you all go subscribe to our YouTube at some point. That's what I've been watching on, like whenever I was at home yesterday, I literally had us streaming on like 3 devices, and there's multiple reasons why. But
one being you just like KHEA radio enough. That
no, I wasn't watching. I wasn't watching it at all. I just literally I turned it on and I like walked away. I went upstairs, which is hard for me to get up there. And I went in and I had my laptop up there and I just ran it and I went back to bed. I got out of bed 2 times yesterday. You know what I ate yesterday? That through the entire day, I ate 2 pieces of toast, 1 thing of applesauce, and 3 crackers. And the most of that was like right before bedtime.
I had toast and peanut butter. And then
what'd you have for lunch?
That toast and peanut butter.
Okay.
And then I had a Gatorade, and that was all that I had yesterday.
Nice. See, he always tries to outdo somebody. He's like, I'm sick. I was sicker than you, Gardy.
I was sicker than you.
I don't know. It's not a competition, Curt. It's 8:47. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're feeling all better. Having a good time. We do have a giveaway going on right now with Sammy's Wild Game Grill. We have a giveaway that's coming to a close this morning with Bonnie's Donuts, but we have like a ton more giveaways literally lined up till like the end of the year.
Yes,
pretty much.
We have tons of giveaways. We have like 8 in the books all ready to go. I think Monday's video is going to be fun. It's local, it's food, and then we still have one for, we mentioned earlier, still Al Garza's Premier Martial Art. At some point, that video will drop.
Y'all like my shirt? I got the Al Garza's Premier Martial Art shirt on. I'm going to get back in there. Now that I'm feeling better, dude, I want to train. I feel like I'm over here. I'm like the perfect weapon, but with 0 training. I need the correct training. I need to be taught the discipline. I need to be taught, like, I don't know. I'm just over here like Weapon X, the perfect...
So then,
I just need to be a well-oiled
really
machine.
Beat me in the stick challenge.
Well, I did beat you, but then I would be able to reach my full potential. Because right now, I feel like I'm just this, I don't know, just like raw material that needs to be chiseled into the ultimate fighting like champion. Then I'll be like in UFC or something. I don't know, man. What do you think?
You in the UFC, WWE?
Oh, well, either one of those, I'm good. Dude, I want to go and compete in Reality of Wrestling one day. They're right here in Texas City. I want to do something. I don't know.
Being a radio host sitting here talking to me every morning isn't enough for you?
No, I need more. And I feel like everybody should. You always have to have a goal. Dude, okay, for like I'm not even going to talk to you about this on the air, but I'll tell you later. There's some really cool stuff coming up with some of my like business stuff.
Ooh.
But that'll be exciting.
I love hearing about your business stuff.
Yep. So Deanna mentioned that the BRAT diet works when you're sick. So that's BRAT. It stands for banana, rice, applesauce, and toast. And that's what I have done. I was just doing like applesauce and toast because I know in the past I've heard that before. And I was like, well, those are the easiest to digest whenever your stomach is kind of like, what's going on? So that's what I've been doing.
It's good to be back, though. I'm glad to have you here. I didn't have to do it today.
Thank
goodness. Operate that board.
Oh, yeah.
That was tough yesterday.
I forget this board is here.
Some days.
I forget it's here. It just runs itself. But we are doing a giveaway today. We're going to be selecting the winners. Bonnie's Donuts. We're going to have those gift cards going out. So make sure that you stay tuned because then you'll be the first to know. Also, if you haven't had the opportunity to go watch, like, share, do that video for Bonnie's, be a participant in the giveaway, go and do that now because you still have some time. We're trying to give a little bit more time. Hey, did Solomon ever share out the Bonnie's Donuts video? Because yesterday I did catch that part. You're like, hey, did you see that video? He's like, no, I don't think so.
I didn't want to berate him on it.
What are you doing, man?
Come on.
You literally...
But he had inside sources on the weather yesterday that I didn't have because I wasn't paying attention to the Facebook page, and he handled that for sure.
That's good.
So I'll give him that bonus points. But yes, come on, Solomon, you got to like, share, and comment every video that we do.
Yeah, every giveaway.
Video. No, not just the giveaways. Every video.
Okay, excuse me. It's 8:50. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll keep it going on the Facebook live stream. If you're listening over the air, go watch us on YouTube. Come hang out with us on Facebook Live and get some behind the scenes action. That's where all the fun happens. You're missing out if you don't do that. This is Kickstart. Coming up next is Mosaic Church on KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're going to be on till 11 a.m. We're giving away some gift cards to Bonnie's Donuts this morning. We also have a new giveaway that started yesterday. They'll be running for a week.
So we have a 9 o'clock and a 10 o'clock guest today. Just so I know you know that.
What's up, Ricardo?
At 9 o'clock, we have Galveston Island Tourism is coming in studio.
Excited about that.
Really excited. They're going to be talking about all of the cool events that they have coming up on the island that you can participate in. And then at 10 o'clock, we have Butler's Courtyard, which will be in studio to talk about all of the things that they do and kind of brag on their business a little bit more.
Yeah. Hey, Ricardo, send us the wording for that stuff and we can get something cut if you have the opportunity. Ricardo is one of our partners here at KHEA. He is with farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Whoa.
Well, that was bad.
We are farmers.
I know.
Bum, 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 bum.
I saw I was doing bum, 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 bum.
Oh, I was concerned that you were going to mess
You just did like the very end.
You don't usually go bum, 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 bum.
First of all, that wasn't the right pitch. Don't do it anymore, though. But shout out to farmers and Ricardo. Helping keep KHEA Radio on the air. We appreciate you.
We are farmers.
If you know anybody who wants to partner with us,
John asked if he win. John Rotten asked
at KHEAradio.com.
We haven't decided yet, John. We will let you know. Oh, he sent it as a message on Facebook. We have yet to pick. We will do so at some point.
So what's up, everybody? So Ricardo's working on it. We appreciate that. We appreciate you, Ricardo. And good morning to everybody. We're having fun this morning. We have some guests coming in. One being Galveston Island Tourism. They have a bunch of stuff going on. And what we're going to do whenever she's in here, I don't think she knows this, and hopefully she's not watching the live stream right now. We're going to see if we can give away like a cruise. And how can we make that happen?
Ooh, if we gave away a cruise.
We want to give away a cruise. You know what we should do? And I've seen other places do this. We should do kind of how we did how we did this, say sign up for the Bonnie's Donuts thing. We should be like, hey, sign up for the KHEA Radio Cruise. We get like an awesome rate and then we just like talk about it for like a month and get everybody to go on a cruise. And that'd be a lot of fun. Come hang out with Curt on the cruise. Can you imagine going on a cruise with Curt? Like, what else would you want in life?
Would you have to have the hot dog suit? Like, that would probably have to be like every day, laying on the sun in my hot dog suit,
tanning,
be like
sizzling.
I'm roasting my. Oh wait,
wow! Hey,
this is a Christian station.
We're just. Could you send me that file?
Yes.
Too kind. Yeah, a cruise would be cool. So she doesn't know, but that's what we're gonna ask, and we're gonna see what she says. Did you send it to my? Why did you send it to my phone? And
I didn't mean to. Declined? You don't decline things, Gardy. When I send it to you, you accept it.
No.
Hey, we're still getting love on Bonnie's Donuts video today, so I'm glad we're still keeping that open yet. If you are sticking around, hoping to wait, we are on until 11 o'clock, and I don't make the decision on when we draw. It's usually Gardy's decision.
Yeah. So can you say that again, but a little bit louder?
Gardy makes all the decisions. So if you want to be mad at somebody,
you can be mad at me. That's fine.
Be mad at Gardy.
I can take it.
People are blowing up my phone.
Just be nice about it.
Just draw it already. Don't go around Gardy's back. And I'm like, I can't. I wish I could.
He can't go behind my back whenever I'm wearing this. When I'm wearing this Premier Martial Arts Al Garza shirt. No, sir.
No, stop asking. I can't go around Gardy on this
because I'm like a ninja. So is there anything else we should ask for? Because whenever we do ask for giveaway stuff, we usually go with like the craziest thing first. And they're like, well, okay, I can't do that, but I can do this. What'd she say?
Angie said, if not a cruise, I'd take a week of free cruise parking.
That's fine.
Yes.
Okay, we'll ask for that next. We'll ask for that. See, we've learned a lot. Like when we go to a car dealership and we say, we want to give away a car. They're like, okay, I can't do that, but I can do, and then they offer something else. We're like, okay, we'll take it. No negotiation other than we just take the first thing that they counter offer with.
It's like a car wash.
What's up, Crystal? Crystal Narvez watching from North Carolina.
Hey, are you alive?
Shout out to Crystal. She's a student at Duke University, and she's a student at the University of North Carolina in some master's programs. And I heard she finished her Master's of Divinity, and then she has her at Duke, right? And then you're finishing North Carolina in a year or two or so. So shout out to Crystal for doing that.
Call in and give us a weather report.
Curt wants you to call in and give a weather report, what the North Carolina weather's like. I think he just misses talking to you, which we haven't talked to in a bit. I'm glad that you're able to tune in this morning. But over here, I'll tell you what the weather is right now. Overcast, dark. Curt, come eat this kolache on camera. Curt's like, I was so sick. I didn't feel good. Now he looks like, see the Buc-ee's thing? He looks like Bucky Beaver eating that thing. You look like a little rat, like a chipmunk over there eating that. 2 hands up. You're like hunched over, 2 hands in your mouth, just like, I wish y'all could hear this.
Someone brought us kolaches.
Ooh, Katie said she'd be an entertainer on the cruise for a free trip. Wear like a clown suit or something. That's awesome.
I want a clown suit.
You have a hot dog suit.
Come back over here.
Okay.
Weirdo.
How am I weird? You specifically go off camera to eat like a kolache.
My water's over there, so.
You can't move it?
Nope.
Hey, we're getting a call. I got KHEA Radio. This is Gardy.
Hi, I'm supposed to be on air with you guys. Are you located in the Abundant Life Church?
Yes, we are located in the Abundant Life Church. You can come enter in underneath the
Crystal. I thought that was you. I thought that was Crystal calling. I was like,
the north side is
the awning where it says valet.
Yeah, the awning where it says valet.
okay.
And then the office person will let you in.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
That's Mary.
Mary Bassett.
Mary Bassett will be in studio with us. She is from Galveston Tourism. We have some talking points. Some of these include Oktoberfest, which I guess has to do with German heritage. There's the Lone Star Rally, which I've heard about that. I remember that going on for years. There is Art Oberfest. I'm guessing some art downtown, $5 admission, and it has some other stuff here. There's also Galveston Island Film Festival, pretty neat. Ghostly Galveston festivities, Galveston Island Wild Texas Shrimp Festival. That sounds wild. The Shrimp Festival in Galveston. Galveston, you wild. Talk about all the shrimp.
Galveston, you wild.
All those shrimp everywhere. Just like it's like life-size shrimp just walking around.
You know, that would be a funny video if you walked to all the different places in Galveston and was like, Galveston, you're wild.
Please tell me more about this video.
I want to do it. Maybe then we could enter it into the Island Film Festival.
Oh, yeah. Now, Hot Dog Chronicles would definitely have won the film festival. You know, yesterday when I asked you, I was like, are you editing? I was hoping you'd be like, yeah. But when you were sick, I was gonna be like, dude, edit the Hot Dog Chronicles. We could drop that video today. It was such a good video.
I love how
I got so sweaty and hot.
I was worried about you and like I cared about your sickness, and you're just like, oh, he's fake sick.
You were fake sick. You're over here down. There's no way I could eat a kolache and be okay right now. That's what I'm thinking. Like we had to have something different. Man, so yeah, we're gonna have a fun time this morning. We have 2 guests, Butler's Courtyard, which is in League City, Texas. We passed it the other day whenever we were going to Natural Living. We were going to Natural Living over there in League City. It is a like vegan cafe, and they also have like vegan and like snacks, and it's a natural co-op is what they call it, where they have, I don't know. You just have to go. I'm sure I'm describing it wrong.
Calling in today.
I don't know. Maybe she just popped in and popped out. So good morning, Catherine. Good morning, everybody else. Dang. Angie said, Kurt, you said Gardy ate too much and he was not really sick. So now the truth comes out. Apparently you're like, oh, I was so worried about you, Gardy. And I was just all this. So that's what you're saying. I ate too much.
Angie, what?
His mic is off. He doesn't know. Anyways, huh? Why were you
I don't know.
talking that mess?
Congoplex.
I needed the Congoplex. Where's Dr. Chapa? I needed a special delivery. Some Congoplex. Man. Oh, here's Crystal. Vegan restaurant in Texas? No way. Yeah. You know what? They call it a vegan cafe.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Natural Living in League City. We went there whenever we were on the cleanse, and we've gone back like, I think we've been 3 times already, just getting random things. And it's good to have something different. Good morning, Reba. Okay, we're getting another call, Kurt. Oh. I'll turn Kurt's mic on. So what's everybody up to? We're asking for the cruise, okay, guys? Don't let me lose track. Just keep commenting and say like, we were promised a cruise. We were promised a cruise. Just say that, and I'll be like, I don't know where they were getting this from. Who told them they were promised a cruise? I don't know. Yeah.
We want a cruise. Well, let's see if she's the lady that can help us.
I don't know, but if she's with tourism, I feel like, hey, part of the tourism, like I want to go to Galveston. What are the things that Galveston has to offer? I think of Galveston. I think of Moody Gardens. I think of Schlitterbahn. I think of the Strand. I think of all of the festivities like we were mentioning on here, Strand. I also think of Soul to Soul Cafe. I think of going on a cruise.
Texas Pit Stop Barbecue.
I think of Texas Pit Stop Barbecue and Skydive Galveston. When I think of Galveston, those are the things that I think of. One of those is a cruise. I've never been on a cruise. Galveston has cruises to offer. That's part of their tourism. We have Galveston Tourism in studio. We want a cruise.
We want everything.
We want the farm. The Galveston farm.
We want to give away a car.
We want to give that away.
We want to give away.
Amy said, we want a cruise. Come on, everybody. We want a cruise.
Is there a cruise emoji that they can hit?
There's a boat. Yeah, somebody put one earlier. Somebody did it. It was like a ship, like I don't know where it was. I thought I saw it, unless I made it up. I'm going to say boat and see what pops up. Okay. Here. Look at it. I don't think they'd get that's the cruise. They're like, we want a cruise, and this is like what we offer. Like, oh,
it's a rowboat.
That's all we have to offer. We asked for a cruise, and they took us on like a sailboat. But hey, we'll take it. We want a cruise. Hey, look.
Hey, there's a big
Amy said, okay, what did you type in to get that? There's 2 more. Cruise liner. Okay, I'm going to type in ship. Ship. Bam. We want a cruise. All right,
Which
everybody.
one did you post?
I just did ship.
I'm gonna definitely do this. Oh, it was the same one.
The same one. Okay.
Okay.
So we have Galveston Tourism in studio. We're giving away some Bonnie's gift cards. And we also have an eating competition going on this Saturday at Bonnie's that we want you to participate in.
Yes, so you can actually, now you messed up. I had the perfect angle and then you messed
Now
it
they
all
can
up.
see that thing on your nose. Yeah.
No, it's on the other side.
Well, you're growing one on the other side too, like matching ones, I thought. Hello. I like your raincoat.
Hi, thank you.
My name
nice
is-
to meet you.
Hi, Curt. Right, and
Gardy.
Gardy.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Now, see, we have a friend named Chef Mary Bass, and so
Yes.
today is going to be really hard.
Yes.
Chef Mary Bassett is in studio with us today.
We're gonna have to correct ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah, I work with someone who's good friends with her, and she's like, "You have messed me up."
and we were like, Chef Mary Bassett? And I was like,
So your name is Mary
Mary Beth.
Bassett.
Mary Beth Bassett.
Mary Beth Bassett.
see, we have to add the Beth in there.
Yeah,
in
add
order
the
to...
Beth because that's what I go by.
Cool. So thank you so
can
much
we talk
hanging out.
just, like about
We could talk about
Galveston
anything.
stuff?
Right now we are streaming Facebook Live, we're streaming YouTube Live, so everything that go, but we're not over the FM. So we have
Okay.
people hanging out with us and they can hear
Okay.
everything that we're saying
right now.
right now. So we have Mary. Do you want us to call you Mary Beth or Mary?
Yes,
Mary
Mary
Beth.
Beth.
Mary Beth's your name. Okay. Mary Beth is in studio.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what everybody is talking about, but
I don't know. Have you been able to see our live stream at all today? Because
No.
you could share that out as well if you would like. And we have people hanging out with us, but they keep posting these like emojis. So we told them that we had Galveston Tourism
Okay. Cool.
coming in, and we're going to be talking about all the things Galveston has to offer. We're talking about everything Galveston, right?
Yes.
So for some reason, Deanna Dice
Doroteo.
Doroteo.
Hi, Deanna.
She said hi.
Aw.
she goes to our church. She won
Excellent.
those gift cards that
Skippers.
Skippers
Skipper's Greek. Yeah, and her son, he goes to the school over here.
Yeah. Our kids went to school in Galveston together for a time. So
Yeah,
hey.
everybody keeps saying something, but we'll get this going. And then maybe you can kind of read the comments. And I don't know where they're getting this stuff from.
Okay. It'll be fun.
Do you care what I'm just gonna say I'm on the radio this morning? When I
Oh,
share.
sure. Yeah.
Cool. So how long have you been with Galveston Tourism?
I started there 4 years ago. It'll be 4 years October.
Cool.
So nearing
you-
my anniversary.
Are you originally from this area?
No.
Where are you from?
Do you want my story?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Born in New York,
Okay.
grew up in Oklahoma, then moved to California briefly, then moved to Colorado where I met my husband who was a BOI,
Okay.
and we moved back down here in 2005.
So all those places sound awesome, and one place sticks out that's kind of like the Oklahoma one.
hmm
So like, okay, New York, cool. California, cool. Galveston, cool. And then we got Oklahoma, and it's like,
And I
What
did a
happened
lot
there?
of my growing up there.
Okay.
My parents transferred from New York to Tulsa to work for Metropolitan Life Insurance.
okay,
And so, I mean, it was a fine place
that's cool.
to grow. I went to Oklahoma State University.
Nice.
and- yeah.
Cowboys.
Yes. Thank you.
Kurt's from Nebraska.
Oh.
I am.
I'm from here.
Oh, you're from here? Like, were you born in
grew up-
Lamarck or
I was
born in
born-
Galveston?
Well, no, I was born in Lake Jackson, Angleton, Brazoria County, and then I grew up from like 10 in
Mhm.
Lamarck. My parents, we moved here,
Okay.
and yeah, I love it here.
How big is Lamarck? How many?
I think like 13,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Does that sound right? Can someone fact check me? So we need some help. Let me see.
Oh, woot woot, Tulsa. Yay.
Lamarck
Oh,
population.
good morning. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, you can kind of see the feedback. And if anybody has a question for Galveston Tourism, if anyone has a question for Mary Beth,
Yes.
please let us know. They were kind of mentioning, and I don't know where they got this from earlier, but they keep, I don't know.
They
We'll just see what happens.
Do you see all the emojis?
14,078.
Oh, okay. You were very close. Yeah.
No, it's like 16.
Oh, now
You gotta-
16.
you gotta get 1998. Yes, now it's 16.
16,000.
Oh, that's good.
And it's going to keep growing because we feel that KHEA radio is just driving people to this area.
Yes.
we're the cause of the growth that's happening in Lamar.
You know what we need in Galveston, and I feel like this would help out the Galveston tourism as well.
Okay.
We
Bring
need
it.
a repeater in Galveston because we have the rights to broadcast within like a radius that's us.
Oh,
And so our depending on the weather, which today the weather is no bueno.
no bueno.
If we had like a repeater, then our signal would be nice and clear.
How do you get a repeater?
Just money.
Okay.
Or we just need a tall building where we can just, if we buy something, we can stick it up there.
Yeah, like the Anico building.
Yes.
That's tall. Am I right?
Yes, that would be perfect. All right, we're going to go on right now.
Oh, and see, Mary Bass is on.
What's up?
And so,
Good morning, everybody. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We got Mary Beth in studio. Mary Beth Bassett from Galveston Tourism hanging out with us today. We are excited to have you in. So thank you so much for taking the time to come in today.
we're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yes. So we had been reaching out to everybody in Galveston that has something, going on. And Galveston is one of the places that we love to go.
Excellent.
And we recently, I would almost say like rediscovered it.
Oh, good.
Because I grew up here, right?
Mhm.
And just being so close to everything, you kind of take it for granted, I suppose.
Definitely. I mean, absolutely. Because it's in your own backyard, I think, so
Right.
it's easy to overlook. I mean, I live a mile from the beach. I could just easily walk, and I just don't go as often as I probably should, It's
Yes.
a little too easy.
Yes, it is. So Curt kind of is the one who got me put back on to Galveston. And he was like, hey, there's this coffee shop. There's this other parts. I just really like going and shooting film and drone footage and all this other stuff. And so whenever we started doing outreach stuff, we found like all the place, like Skydive Galveston. We found some amazing restaurants in Galveston, going to the Strand and all the events that they have. And there's a bunch of stuff going on. There's also like the opportunity to go on cruises, which
Yes.
that seems like it's really cool.
Very cool. Okay. So my husband and I have discovered the 4-day cruise. So it's Thursday to Monday on a Carnival. We have been going on the Valor.
Cool.
But so I can work up until noon on Thursday, and I just walk onto the cruise ship. And then Monday morning, I just get off the boat and go back to work. But in
Yeah.
the meantime, I've been to Cozumel.
Oh,
I
man.
mean, it's perfect.
How big
Yeah.
are those boats?
Huge. I mean, thousands of people. Super fun.
That's cool.
Lots of food.
Hey, we like food.
Yeah.
We
food is
talk
good.
about food often. Yesterday, I was feeling a little bit under the weather, so I didn't really eat much food. But now I'm like ready to get back into it. And it is Thursday.
What's
So-
your favorite Galveston restaurant?
Oh, yeah, that's easy. I like Soul to Soul Cafe. Have you been there yet on
I
Market
have
Street?
not been there yet.
You need to
Oh
go to
my
Soul to
gosh,
Soul.
I do. It's part of my job.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that's a good job.
Yeah,
You travel and eat all the cool places?
I have to.
What's your
I-
favorite?
You're gonna put
I
her on
really
the
like
spot.
two of my go-to places when I go to lunch are Boulevard on the
Okay.
seawall and Riondo's on the Strand. And there's a new Hearsay restaurant that recently opened on the Strand that's really cool. The interior is beautiful and the food is excellent. So,
That's awesome.
yeah. And
Cur-
there are so many. It's just,
There's a ton.
I hate to leave people out. Rudy and Paco, you can't go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We should be taking
Dido's,
notes.
All good.
We're going to have to go back and watch.
I'll send you a list.
I like that.
What's your favorite?
My favorite has to be, it's either Soul to Soul Cafe or the original. I really like the
I
original.
love the
Oh,
original.
yeah.
I love their salsa.
Ooh,
So
their
good. Mm-hmm.
chimichanga was delicious that one night.
I was
Mhm.
drinking salsa the last time I was there. It was really late though, and it was a long day and just really thirsty. But no, there's a lot of places in Galveston, and Galveston has so much history.
Yes.
All of the buildings, the historical buildings. We had From the Heart Gallery in studio, and they were just telling us about how they were moving and the historical building and all the codes and stuff that you
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
have to keep the outside looking the same or from the era, that it was in. So it's really neat because there's not a lot of that like here. I mean, there are some places in Lamarck and they're trying to revitalize it, but
Sure.
Galveston has that going on, and they've had it.
Yeah, we have a huge collection of Victorian architecture and, of course, great, beautiful places like Sacred Heart Church, Bishop's Palace, Moody Mansion. Have you guys toured Bishop's Palace?
No,
What's
we
yeah.
need to.
Yeah, you do.
We're open to anything.
Just
literally.
call me. I'll set it up.
Yes, we get to go to her. That's awesome. And we love visiting. I think one of the things that when I first moved to Texas, one of the things that I fell in love with was, some of the mansions, like the Moody Garden mansions, just the historical aspect of, the 1900 hurricane, and then, the rebuilding that took place after, and just everything that kind of makes Galveston.
I mean, it is amazing when you think about it. After the 1900 storm, how they just pretty much, clapped their hands together, just sort of wiped the dirt off and said, all right, we're going to raise the island and we're going to raise the houses and we're going to build a seawall. And that was in 1900. I mean, and they did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an engineering marvel even in these days, and they did it, in a very rudimentary way, without a lot of technology. So
during that storm, the entire island was underwater, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, some buildings definitely survived. And you see those, if you drive around the island, you start to notice you'll see plaques on homes and buildings that designate them as a 1900 storm survivor.
It's 9:16 right now. We're talking to Mary Beth from Galveston Tourism. I'm going to mention one thing, and I don't want you to say yes or no right now. And then we're going to move on and talk about something else. But our listeners, our viewers, we're streaming live on a couple places. Everybody is interested in potentially winning a cruise. Now, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just let it kind of go through your head. And we'd like if there would ever be an opportunity for us to partner with Carnival or Galveston Tourism and make something like that happen, just think about something, and we'll revisit it later. And then I want to talk about some upcoming events that are taking place in Galveston. It looks like, and I love seafood. I love shrimp. I love Galveston, and I've learned that again. I think there's an event coming up that it kind of puts all that together.
Very good segue. I mean, you couldn't have laid that out better. September 28th and 29th is the Galveston Island Wild Texas Shrimp Festival. So Yaga's puts that on. Mike Dean and his crew puts that festival on, and they have cooking contests. They have a kids area. It's on the Strand. It's just really good energy, and it's a lot of fun. So if you just make sure you're hungry and you can get a tasting and
awesome.
And mix and mingle with friends and family. It's in Sangerfest Park, right downtown. Yeah.
I'm wondering whenever I read that, because it's Galveston, is it Galveston Island Wild Texas Shrimp Festival or Galveston Island Wild Texas Shrimp Festival?
That is a great question. And I'm going to go with Galveston Island Wild Texas Shrimp Festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Texas is wild. We were talking about that earlier. Galveston's wild too.
Galveston.
And I think it's characterizing the shrimp.
So the shrimp
so
are
it's
wild.
Wild Texas shrimp.
Oh, wild Texas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
it's from the wild.
Like free range, sort
Yes.
of.
They should have did Galveston Island, Texas Wild Shrimp Festival. I think I like that one even better.
Okay.
You could change the name. Gardy, this is the name of the event.
This is what I do, though. Kurt, you know this. You know this.
I like Yaga's food as well. Like Yaga's food is delicious.
Really good. And they just started a new brunch. So they have Sunday brunch now. Yeah. So great food. Several of my friends went just this past Sunday when they introduced it, and rave reviews.
Yes.
So you may want to give that a try.
Don't they sometimes have music, like musicians local play at
Live.
Yaga's?
Yeah. In nighttime, usually when I'm asleep.
It's so weird. Like it's different. Like how they switch that place around from the nighttime stuff to the restaurant stuff.
Yeah. I've never played Yaga's. I do music.
Oh,
but
excellent.
I have played outside of Yaga's, which is really funny. Like literally next door we set up. I can't remember what happened. This is years ago. Something happened. But yeah, man, that sounds like fun. Galveston Island Wild Texas Shrimp Festival, September 28th and the 29th this year at Sangerfest Park, 2302 Strand Street in Galveston. I think that there are tickets available that you can find out more information. GalvestonShrimpFestival.com. So go check that out. I like this. Galveston Island is a seafood lover's paradise all year round. You can get fresh seafood. The boats literally drive up, dump their seafood, and then they're good to go. And we have Chef Mary Bass. She's watching now, and she's in studio with us. She's going to be the executive chef at Katie's Seafood House, which is going to be opening up later this year.
Yes, and I had an opportunity to sample one of her snapper dishes at the Kitchen Chick in Galveston.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to confess this, that I'm not a big seafood fan, because I think they're probably just going to
Blow us up.
revoke my Galveston license and send me packing.
Growing up in Oklahoma, that makes sense.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for that. But Mary Bass made this snapper that has converted me. So thank you, Mary. And I'm looking forward to dining at your restaurant.
That's awesome. Right now it's 9:20. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. We're on till 11 a.m. We have some giveaways going on right now. We're also talking to Miss Mary Beth Bassett from Galveston Tourism. She's in studio hanging out with us for the rest of the hour. We're going to be talking about everything. If you have any questions, please feel free to let us know. If you have any emojis or boat emojis that you want to post on the Facebook live stream, please let us know and just do it.
I feel like if we get like 50 cruise emojis, then they couldn't ignore us. Carnival couldn't ignore us. You guys couldn't ignore us. And you'd be like, you know what? You got 50 cruise emojis on the live stream. Here's your free cruise.
Here's something else we had talked about. And when I say we, I just had the idea like
right now?
Yeah.
And
like
What
right
do
now.
you mean, me?
Yeah, I had the I know I've seen places like radio stations and just like other like organizations, they'll do like hey, we're going on like a trip, like a cruise trip for the weekend. That'd be cool to set up for us, but I don't know what all that entails. But is that something that like Galveston Tourism or like any of those
Let
places
me think
do?
about that. I mean, there may be an opportunity to, just like tour the ship while it's in port and just describe it kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I mean, this is a carnival thing. So, I mean, just let
Just- we'll
it
just
simmer.
let it go
simmer.
around.
Let it,
Because
ruminate.
I feel like Gardy would find a way to like sneak on the boat during the tour and then find a way to
All
magically
aboard.
get lost. And then he's in the captain's chair, like taking the cruise out by
Yeah.
I could
himself.
see that.
Gardy would do something like that.
The
It's like,
boat's going.
I could run the board at the radio station. I can definitely operate this cruise
Oh,
ship.
it's just like a boat.
I'm sure it's
I'm the
very
captain of this
similar.
ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next stop, Cozumel.
So we brought in Mary Beth. It was kind of a funny story. Like 2 weeks ago, we saw that the best of the best Galveston or best of Galveston was happening. I'm like, you know what? We need to get somebody from Galveston in here so that we can get a category for KHEA Radio. So we started looking on the websites, and that's how we got in contact with you. We're like, oh, she'll know. But then we still have our work cut out for us, apparently.
Yes. And I think it's worth asking Galveston.com, who sponsors the Best of Galveston, to come on and talk about why they do it. And, I was thinking, too, the Galveston County Daily News also does a best of. So you may want to reach out to them, too. But, you were saying that you're a little disappointed that there's no best FM radio station.
Yeah, there's not.
For Galveston County.
There's best website.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the closest we got. like media and entertainment or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna have to make phone calls.
Well, I can tell you that this is the best radio station I've been to all day.
Hey, we'll take that.
We'll take that. Default awards.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to print that out on our certificate and
Sure.
frame it?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
doing it. I'm so doing it. According to
It's gonna go with our licenses. Those are our FM licenses right
nice.
there. But it'll be framed, and that's exciting.
So what is we've talked kind of about your favorite restaurants on Galveston Island before we start talking about the other events. What are some of the fun things that you do on Galveston Island that kind of make Galveston Island unique?
I love to go to, oh my gosh, the Bryan Museum.
Okay.
It is beautiful, and it's in a building that used to be an orphan's home, and it's a 1900 storm survivor, and all the kids and the adults survived that storm in
Wow.
that building. So J.P. Bryan, who is an oil tycoon, for lack of a better word, in Houston, has been collecting Texas memorabilia, documents, maps, weaponry, saddles, spurs, everything you can imagine, artwork, for practically his whole life. And he's brought the whole collection down to Galveston. So it's like 12,000 years old. I mean, the collection spans 12,000 years. And it's one of the world's largest collections. And the building is beautiful. The pieces are beautiful. And he's a good guy. The grounds are beautiful. So I like to go there to answer that question. And I like to visit Moody Gardens. I never get tired of going to the rainforest or the aquarium. The aquarium is just May 17 unveiled $37.5 million in renovations. It's beautiful. And I love to hang out at Pier 21. I love, just watching the boats go by, the ships go by, the restaurants there.
What restaurants are at that pier?
You have Olympia Grill.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was gonna
yes.
say Olympia Grill.
Yeah, and Fisherman's Wharf and Willie G's.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah.
and soon to be Katie's Seafood Restaurant.
Katie's
So-
Seafood House. Yep, that's exciting. We are
Have you
excited
ever
for that.
been to the winter? What's it called at Moody Gardens in winter time? They have the what's that? It's like the winter wonderland kind of thing.
Yeah, it's called Iceland.
Iceland.
Yes. And it's crazy. It's 2 million pounds of ice, and they
Wow.
bring in 30 something ice carvers from Harbin, China. So they fly them out and they just go crazy on these colorful slabs of ice and just create a winter scene, a holiday
Mhm.
scene. And this year it's going to be pole to pole, so South Pole to North Pole, and
Oh, cool.
they'll sculpt, penguins and polar bears, and there's an ice bar in there. You can get drinks in an actual glass that's made of ice. And of course, they keep it chilled to 9 degrees, and you get a parka when you walk in. And
It's cool.
I just recommend, literally cool. And I recommend not wearing flip flops and just bring some gloves. But it's definitely worth seeing. It's amazing.
One of the cool parts about that was they actually build like the ice there, and they like on scene, right? Like they have to.
Have you been, Kurt?
I went last year for the
Okay.
first time.
I think, don't they chill the ice in College Station and then they
Yes.
truck it in? I mean, to me, that's crazy. You just think it's water, but
Big
it's
and
colored
ice.
water, but it's 2 million pounds where you can't just,
And you
keep
have to
that in
keep
your
that
freezer.
ice like cold enough that it stays
Mhm.
ice. And
Yes.
then they have like
It's like science.
they have
Yeah, weird.
How does that work?
they have like kids slides and stuff like
Yes.
that you can ride down and like just see. It's really
Mhm.
cool. It's definitely something to check out.
It's weird that just like almost enough to hold a conversation about that, but not really. With that, that's what I was wondering. Like, have you been before? You're
Yes.
just talking about like you like kind of went, you kind of looked at it and like walked away.
No, I went in and actually took the tour.
Oh, that's cool.
And they actually have like a video that they talk about how
Mhm.
it's made. And then they have all the lights that you can go and walk around and see afterwards as well.
My son went and my mom took him, and I think they did all that stuff. But we have Moody Garden passes. We went like I don't know how many times this summer because the aquarium is awesome. The rainforest, that's
How
awesome.
old are your kids?
My son is 5.
That's perfect. Yeah.
He loves it. I
Yeah.
love it too, though, which is kind
I
of
do
fun.
too.
And my daughter's 1, but she
Aw.
went a couple times,
Mhm.
in the summer, and just to see kind of, it
Yeah.
holds their attention. They like it.
Yeah. And it's one of those, when you get a family membership, you can go as often as you want. So if they get bored, if it's raining outside, you
Yeah.
can just go in and spend, an hour. Or, that was the
Get a
best
blast.
investment I made when my kids were young,
Yeah.
when we first moved there. Absolutely.
In the rainforest, and they look like little monkeys. I'm not sure what they are, but they're not a monkey or a type or something. But they're like literally crawling around in all of these.
Yeah, they're free
Great
roam. The
stuff.
birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Have you been to that part?
No, I have not. I have only been to Moody Gardens for the ice.
Oh, okay.
I need to go and check out everything else there.
You
Yes.
do.
I don't have a kid, and I feel like I'm too young. Might be too old.
No,
go-
I think
no?
you're the perfect age for
Yeah.
Moody
Perfect age.
Gardens.
30. 30.
Mm-hmm.
30.
Almost
It is.
30.
I love it. I
Mhm.
love it. I have a blast whenever I go. Yeah, Moody Gardens. Also, all the other stuff there. They have so much stuff there. It's pretty neat. And then if you want to leave, you can go down to Pier 21, which is where I had my wedding reception. Was at Olympia Grill when I got married. So that was fun.
When was that?
That was 4 years ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It was a blast. I didn't really pick the place. I didn't have much to do with anything other than
course
just
not.
showing up.
Yeah.
But I showed up, and then I was like, okay, where do I go now? And then I was there, and we took pictures there, and it was like the perfect scene.
What?
It was really
oh
fun.
my gosh. Johnny Henschel was watching?
Everyone's tuning in just
He's
to watch.
a friend of mine from Colorado and Oklahoma.
Shout out to
way.
Johnny.
Has he ever been to Galveston, Texas?
He needs to
yes,
come
to
down.
hop on a cruise.
To
Well,
hop
there
on-
you go.
That's what
It's
you.
all about the cruises.
It's all. We gotta get this cruise.
We need to talk to Carnival. We want to give away a cruise, at least tour the cruise ship. And then we can take like Instagram photos and make people think we're on a cruise. Like we have sunglasses on and like sunblock right here. And then that'd be fun.
That would
Just
be
the
fun.
white line of sunblock.
Yeah.
speaking of, I would be very remiss if I didn't say this, but I want to say in a couple weeks, I don't know the exact date, but I can look it up, I'm sure. The Carnival is bringing the Vista. It's one of their largest ships, and they're bringing it to Galveston, and the maiden voyage is going to be later this month.
We got to get on that boat.
How many people can go on those cruise ships?
Is that about like
This one, yeah, look up Vista because it's one of
Man,
the bigger ones.
When I think of Vista, I think of Windows. Remember Windows Vista? Oh man, that was a bad one. So yeah, Carnival. We're on Carnival Cruises website, kind of just rolling around. So here's a Vista review right now. That's not bad. $190 is the starting price. Cruise.
Oh, 3,936 passengers. So then, keep in mind there's, the cruise. So it's going to be well over 4,000 of your best friends.
Yeah, the people that are working on the cruise ship. And then you have what kind of stuff is on there? Like, I know someone had mentioned earlier, like, hey, there's entertainment.
There's a zip line. I mean, it's crazy. Water slides, pools.
What?
I can say from the Carnival Valor, the 4-day ones, it's a slightly smaller ship, but several swimming pools, piano bar, hot tubs, comedy clubs.
Look at these water slides.
I could get in my hot dog suit and just like roast in the hot tub.
You could.
Yeah, this is awesome. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to keep the fun going on Facebook. We're going to keep the fun going on YouTube. This is Kickstart. We're on till 11 a.m. We're talking to Mary Beth from Galveston Tourism. If you have any questions for Mary Beth, if you have any questions for Galveston Tourism, please feel free to ask. You can send us a text, 346-704-1806, or you can just ask on our Facebook live stream, on our YouTube live stream. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
Hey, this is fun.
Yeah, we like to have fun. People come in and they're like, I'm so nervous. And then we're like, no, there's nothing to be nervous about.
Oh, wow. People I know are watching. Joyce McLean. Hi, Joyce.
So I guess there's a cruise organization in League City that allows you to take like group cruises. So I bet we could get all 3,900 people to be of our listeners on that cruise.
Oh yeah, I bet they would totally fit on the Vista, and then you could have 36 just extra.
Yeah, we'll probably have that by tomorrow. We'll get.
You'll get 36 more.
36 more. We can have. I mean, we have like 80 people who have said cruise ship. Cruise ship. I don't understand why there's so
why
many
y'all keep saying that?
Cruise ships. We didn't prep.
Hey,
this
but
at all.
you know what? Yeah, if it starts out at $190, that's like worth checking out. Even you can save $190.
Yeah, it's not a bad way to travel, and you figure your food is included.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait, your food is included in that price?
Yeah, I mean that's probably $190 a day.
Oh, okay. So like a 4-day cruise, you're talking $500.
Like 800.
800, yeah.
Yeah.
We're bad at math.
I'm terrible at.
Yeah. So about $800, but it does include your food, lodging, entertainment.
Yeah.
And you get to go to Cozumel.
Do they do 1-day cruises?
No.
Shortest I think is 4 days, right?
Yeah. So Thursday, and then you have a day at sea on Friday. You get to Cozumel Saturday morning, day at sea on Sunday, and then you're.
Do people get seasick on those?
Yes, and like once I started noticing, the little patch behind people's ears, I noticed how many people had the patch.
Everybody has it.
Yeah, a
Just
lot
in
of them.
case?
Yeah, I'm fine. And in fact,
does it shake?
I like the gentle rocking sometimes. The boat. It rocks. It can rock sometimes.
That's a big boat, though.
Yeah.
Usually the bigger the boat, the more
stable.
Yeah, people will be okay.
I saw on Facebook this morning when I woke up that they had, there was like a Navy boat that was like taking on a 50-foot swell, and like the crew was just like like laughing at it. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
That's funny.
Are you
watching on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm watching our YouTube just to see.
That's
What's up,
funny.
everybody? I'll put this in the background. So
Hey, price alerts. Cruise
price
credit.
alert.
Oh, nice.
Ad space.
Hey, we're calling Carnival after this.
Yeah, we've given them quite a bit of love
We have
today.
Mm-hmm. So what else do we have coming up? So there's the Shrimp Festival, and that's the closest one. September
Yes.
28 and 29, the Wild Texas Shrimp Festival. $12.
And, October, we really kind of ramp up with the haunted tours.
Mm-hmm.
There's Dash Beardsley. He leads tours of haunted Galveston, and the Hotel Galvez does ghost tours. They kind of increase the number of them. They do them throughout the year, but October they kind of increase.
What
them
makes it a ghost tour? Because the only thing I've ever really heard is just because hey, Galveston's so old. Sometimes I remember, was it outside of UTMB or like one of the medical places? There's like they would power wash it in this thing that comes
on the
back.
building. Yeah.
I remember going and I just never really saw it. I was just like, I don't see it. And they're like, oh, there it is. And I'm like, I'm sure, yeah. But
You're
yeah,
a
there's
skeptic?
that. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
And then like what else?
She's like, I definitely see the face.
Yeah.
I never saw it. Have you heard of that?
Yes, I actually saw the pictures. I've never actually gone and looked because I think it's like you can get in trouble for going and looking, right?
No.
No, it's on the outside of a building.
What building is it?
I've seen it. It's a UTMB medical building near the harbor because I've seen it from a harbor tour.
And doesn't it move? Like the face?
No,
move?
it stays in one place, but they just haven't been able.
What's up, Chevy?
The story is that they haven't been able to.
Somebody
get
asked,
rid
do
of
they still have the historical home tour?
Yes, they do. And that is in the first couple weekends in May, I want to say.
Oh, look.
And then there's
I do see
there's
the
one
face.
during the holidays too.
I see the face now.
But a different.
Is this
Oh,
it right
yes,
here?
that's the face.
It looks like Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Oh, that's funny.
Look at that. Like from here. Michael, see his glasses?
It does, maybe. Yes.
Now I
totally
see it. Oh my goodness.
And
Michael.
I thought the story was that it started on the third block and then they cleaned it and then it showed up. The same image showed up on the second block. And then every time they would clean it, it keeps coming back.
It keeps coming back. I think there's a story that he told his family he didn't want them to sell the property after he died, and they did. And so that's his way of coming back to
Being like, hey, you weren't supposed to do this.
to remind them.
I have done some of those ghost tours in Galveston.
Oh, cool.
When I was when I first came to Galveston, to this area, only because I was like, oh, I just want to see it.
Yeah.
But it was actually more than like, hey, we're going to go hunt for spirits. It was more like, hey, like this is kind of the
It's like a history
perspective of what's happening and what took place. They talked a lot about the 1900 hurricane and, how like, all those people, they didn't have a place to put them, all the people that passed away. And so,
Yeah, more than 6,000 people died. And so there's a firm belief among many people that there's a lot of restlessness, a lot of children, orphan children, died attached to their caregivers, were swept out to sea. So
I remember hearing some stuff about Walmart that people said like
Yes.
where Walmart was, that used to be something, and then they built Walmart on top of it. And so
it
like
used to be the site of an orphanage.
Yeah.
And I've heard the story, and just recently, and I've lived here for 13 years, and I recently heard the story that that overnight that the spirit of the children will go and kind of mess around in the toy department. And so, and they kind of leave their mark.
Hey, dang, look, Karen Edge. Hey, guys, I'd love to help you get your group cruise together. PM me.
Oh, nice.
Karen Edge.
Shout out to Karen.
I'm sending Karen Edge a message right now. No, I'll do it after the show. I might break something.
Or, yeah.
The crazy part about that hurricane, it's so weird. Like when you think about like today, that there was so many, there's so many warning systems. Like how many days have we given North Carolina and South Carolina?
Exactly.
The day of that hurricane, it was completely calm.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's like, oh, it's a great day. It's a beautiful day. And then instantly the weather shifted and they literally had like 15 minutes. Is that what it is? The guy was like, get off the island now. A hurricane's coming. and there just wasn't enough time to tell all of the people
Yeah.
what happened. And so that's why there was such massive loss. And then just the amount of like how bad that hurricane was.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. I mean, you've seen the pictures of just the splintered, wooden homes and just the wood pilings everywhere and the debris. I mean, it was just tragic. Very sad.
And isn't that also when they built the causeway too? Like, wasn't that part of it? Or
I'm not
was
sure
that
about the causeway. I do know about the seawall, that they built it to protect the
So Holly says, have y'all seen these? And it's a GalvestonIslandGuide.com, Galveston tree sculptures.
Yes. The tree sculptures. So Hurricane Ike damaged thousands of oak trees on the island because the salt water got into their where they were planted. And so several artists came down to the island and they turned those oak trees into sculptures. So there's the home of King Vider, who was a producer for the original what's the Dorothy? Why am I thinking?
Wizard of Oz?
Yes,
Okay.
that one. And oh, there it is. And so there's a sculpture of the Tin Man in front of his house. Our friend Joe Jaworski is a lawyer, and so there's a pillar of justice in front of his house. But yeah, and there's a map, and you
Puts
can
into a tree?
go from place to place to place to see these. Yeah, isn't that?
Look at the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Those are beautiful.
Yeah.
Galveston is so cool. It's different and unique
Mm-hmm.
than everything else in this. It's
There's the
different
Tin
than
Man.
Houston.
Yeah, there's the Tin Man.
It's different than Lamarck. It's different than Lake City. One of the things that I thought was really kind of cool on the tour when I was taking it, they said that Galveston was kind of the starting point of a lot of things. Like it was the starting
It
point.
was the
for
first for a lot of things. Yes.
Electricity.
Mhm.
Like it was the first place to have electricity, and so it was more. I don't know why there's bunny rabbits. But there was like
That dog has an Astros hat on.
that's funny. It's actually a baseball hat too. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's right across from Sacred Heart.
Oh.
So, Galveston they called it the Wall Street of the South in the 1830s, 1840s, up until 1900 because of the port. They were shipping out cotton, they were building rail lines, they were doing. So yeah, I mean, the Galveston County Daily News is Texas's first newspaper. They played the first ever Texas professional baseball game in Galveston. It's the first to have, like you said, lanterns, street lanterns. We're first for a lot of things. And you think just this little sandbar, did
But
so
it-
much for Texas. And
it
it
was
was
the
the most
destination.
populated city in Texas for a long time.
And it was a destination point.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like you had the Moody people, the Moody family kind of
Mhm.
set up shop here, and we're talking like millionaires. Like people walked around.
Mhm.
At least they said I wasn't here for this, obviously.
What?
but
You weren't?
they would walked around in like high attire, like
Oh yeah.
very classy,
Fancy.
fancy people.
Mhm.
So, with speaking of Galveston tourism, we recently did some stuff with Skydive Galveston,
Oh, cool.
and Kurt jumped out of the plane. We did
You
some
did?
filming stuff. But when we were there, we saw that people from all over the world would come and jump from Skydive Galveston. There was two guys. Where were they from? Like Brazil. And they happened to run into each other. They were from the same place.
No
And
way.
They didn't know each other, and they were just like hung out the entire time. And one guy was like, "Oh, well, I'll leave tomorrow." And the other guy was like, "Oh, I'll leave next week." But they just met each other and they hung out.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so that was neat. Just Skydive Galveston is one of the only places where you can jump over the ocean
Mhm.
on the beach, like every time, like
Mhm.
in the U.S. at least. So
Wow.
it's pretty neat. Have you ever
I'm
done
not going to do
skydiving?
that.
No? Okay.
Not going to do that. It's great that you did it, though. That's awesome.
I didn't do it.
Should we tell them one more time? We're drawing
Let's do it at 10 o'clock.
at 10 o'clock.
Let's
Okay.
do the 10 o'clock. Have you been to Bonnie's Donuts ever? They're in Lake City off 518.
No, I haven't.
Have you heard
makes
of
me
Bonnie's
hungry.
Donuts?
Yes.
They have.
They do that.
See,
They do.
Solomon did. That's what Solomon should have done yesterday. Solomon just walked in and grabbed a kolache. Do you want?
Do you want a kolache?
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. They do a 5-pound cinnamon roll. At
Wow.
Bonnie's
Oh,
Donuts.
I saw somebody comment on that. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yes.
understand where that was. 5-pound cinnamon roll. Wow.
So we did a video and there was a giveaway for it, and we're announcing the winners today.
Yes. So we
Same.
love doing giveaways. So we we have one right now for Sammy's Wild Game Grill, which they do like kangaroo burgers and camel empanadas, and they had pheasant
Get
stuff.
out.
It's amazing.
Wow.
So that's in Houston, and so that video is on our website.
Yeah.
And then also we will draw the winners of the Bonnie's Donuts gift cards at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, but we have done giveaways for like Skydive Galveston.
Okay.
We did one for Soul to Soul Cafe. I'm trying to think. But we've done a lot of like in Galveston specifically, like Texas Pit Stop. We did a giveaway for them too. They're in the over there, like on the way to Skydive Galveston. And then we did a bunch of like Facebook Live and stuff like a Happy Coffee Shop. We did Macio's. We did what other places in Galveston have we been to? That place, Benno's
on the
Oh,
seawall.
yeah.
Great.
He's a
crawfish.
good guy. Mhm.
Yeah.
And
fun.
then we're trying to do. Isn't there like a chocolate shop on
Oh,
the
yeah.
seawall? What's it called? LA Kings.
La
La
Kings.
Kings. Yes.
Angie
And they make their own
Thomas.
taffy. And yeah, it's very charming. Stop.
Yeah, but we like to just because there's so many cool things in our area, and people like have lived here their whole lives, and some of them don't know. And so we just like
Exactly.
to show like, hey, this is here.
And I don't think we're the only FM radio station in Galveston County, so we try our best to like highlight all of Galveston County.
Mhm.
There's so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
that
It's pretty
takes place.
vast.
There's a lot for us to hit, and so it's like,
What did
we haven't
Holly say?
Been to Galveston in a while. Holly says, my dad grew up in Galveston, and he told me many stories of growing up in Galveston. I absolutely love Galveston.
It's awesome.
Awesome.
So let's talk
Yay.
about the film festival.
Ooh.
Okay, this is going to be the first one.
Okay.
So,
Can you still enter stuff in?
I'm
It's
not
too
sure.
late?
I totally recommend going, and I apologize, but this is a first for us.
Okay.
But I know that there's going to be movie screenings. It's going to take place mostly down on the Strand, like at restaurants and galleries and other places like that. And then she's going to screen a bunch of movies, and there's going to be panel discussions and networking.
Awesome.
So it's going to,
That'd
yeah.
be
And I think that's
definitely
something
worth checking out.
that could
We got
get bigger.
15 seconds,
Okay.
and then we are gonna go back on the FM. So I'll just intro us, and then we'll talk a little bit about the film festival and whatever
Okay.
else.
Cool.
Name above all names.
Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We have Mary Beth from Galveston Tourism in studio. Mary Beth, how are you doing today?
Doing great. Thanks.
Thank you for joining us. We've been having fun talking about all things Carnival Cruise, talking about all things just on a boat, not getting seasick, and all the cool things in Galveston that they have going on. So there's some other events that are coming up. Let's talk a little bit about the Galveston Island Film Festival. I don't think I've ever heard of this before. I'm looking at this paper right now. It says October 5th through the 7th this year. So it's coming up quick. So what is the Galveston Island Film Festival?
Well, this is going to be the first time that Galveston is hosting this film festival. So a lot remains to be seen, and we're absolutely very excited to host this film festival. It will take place mostly in the Strand area, and there will be lots of film screenings. So it's really a mix of people who like watching movies and people who are in the industry. So it's a good mix of industry folks and just consumers. So
That's cool.
they'll both benefit. There are panel discussions. I believe there's going to be an awards ceremony for the films that are entered. But, I recommend definitely check out their website because, every day she's adding new venues and, things are becoming more in place and solidified. So definitely check that out. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. And it's a great weekend, October 5th through 7th. The weather should be super nice, and it should be a great time to take in the films.
Awesome. So that website is Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference.com. I'm going to say that probably 3 more times because it's a long one.
It's a long one.
Galveston Island Film Festival and Conference.com. That's going to be fun. Me and Kurt, we like to watch movies. We don't get to watch as many movies as we, I guess, like have in the past, but especially meeting people who are like local or, not necessarily like in Hollywood yet, just to get to know them first. That's what those film festivals are for, I think.
Yeah. It's a good way to kind of break in. And, Houston is, being a big city,
like network and stuff and meet people. Okay. And so then there's another event that's coming up after that. Artoberfest. Yeah,
this is a juried art show. It's $5 to get in, but there's, in addition to paintings, there's jewelry, there's crafts. It's all along Post Office Street.
Okay.
And it's a super fun, great for the family.
That's cool.
And then, of course, after that, have you guys been to Oktoberfest?
No.
Oh, you got to go.
Check it out. So it looks like it's like German food and drinks and all that stuff.
And a lot of people dress up in German clothing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Kurt, would you enjoy that?
And whatnot.
I feel like you would enjoy that, dressing up
like a German. Yeah.
It sounds funny when you say
Bavarian,
it like that.
let's,
Yeah.
But it's really fun. And it's at the Lutheran church. There's a kids zone. You should bring your kids.
Mm-hmm. What about, I'm looking at this piece of paper right now, and then there's another one, November 1st to the 4th. I've definitely heard of this one before, and I've been before. It's a lot of fun.
The Lone Star Motorcycle Rally.
Yeah, man, the island is so busy. Even if you're not on Galveston Island, if you're up and down I-45, which you should always be careful.
Yes.
Whenever motorcycle, like if you're driving in general, but you definitely need to keep an eye out because you may be as careful as you can be, but sometimes there's a lot of people who aren't. But either way, you definitely know when the rally's going on.
Yes.
Because there are, I would say,
the island is buzzing.
Hundreds, thousands, motorcycles.
500,000 or so. Yeah.
500,000.
It's huge. Yeah. So it takes place everywhere. So you can imagine, as a motorcycle enthusiast, just to cruise along the seawall and the beach. So we get motorcycles out on the west end, and then they kind of show off their bikes on the Strand, so the Strand, they're just lined up, and I just
everywhere
always have that nightmare of like, what if I accidentally push one?
Pee Wee Herman.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. He's like,
so it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, just stay away.
Yeah.
I've never ridden on a motorcycle or anything like that. And I'm just like, I feel like it's not for me. I would end up knocking my own bike over or doing some damage, but they're cool.
Yeah.
I used to watch Sons of Anarchy, and I tried talking myself into it. My wife was like, nah. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's not me. Kurt, what about you? Have you been to the Lone Star Rally?
I have not, but I like bikes. So
you should go.
I got a tattoo. I can definitely ride a motorcycle bike.
A motorcycle bike. I like that you keep calling it. You're like, motorcycle bike. Right now it's 9:52. We're talking to Mary Beth from Galveston Tourism. We're kind of tossing around the idea of something we can give away, and everybody was saying they wanted to go on a Carnival cruise. Is there other like cruises besides Carnival, or are they like the main one there, or the only one?
No, Carnival and Royal Caribbean sails out of Galveston, and then seasonally Disney will come in. So right around the holidays.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. And I can hear the horn. Hope that's the right word, from the ships when they're about to leave. And the Disney cruise is When You Wish Upon a Star. So it's kind of fun to hear that when it comes in and goes out.
My son told me last night that he wanted to go to Disney World in China. And I was like, what? You want to go to Disney World in China? He was watching kids YouTube, and there was a video that came on. He's like, I want to go to Disney World in China. I'm like, what? Okay, I do too. Like, I don't know. What do you say to that? But maybe we could go on a Disney cruise in Galveston. That may be more reasonable and able to be worked out.
I'm sure. Like yeah, and what a compromise. You know, you still look like Hero Dad.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
He is always Hero Dad. He will never tell you that, but he is definitely Hero Dad.
Aww.
Thanks, Kurt. I love my kids.
Yeah.
This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Mary Beth, you have been awesome. Is there anything else, any other events you wanted to talk about? Or maybe if somebody wanted to find out about Galveston tourism, where would they go?
Galveston.com. Crazy enough. Galveston.com. It has everything and anything you want to know about Galveston on there. I would like to emphasize that to come to Galveston during the holidays, there's so much to do. Like we've already talked about Iceland and Festival of Lights at Moody Gardens. Of course, there's Dickens on the Strand, which is going to be the first weekend in December. That we're adding brand new decorations downtown. Schlitterbahn's getting in on the fun, but it's a lot of people kind of don't associate, the beach or the island with holiday time, but it's a great time to visit.
That's cool. And that's true. I agree. If there's anything that you ever want to tell us about that we can help promote, just let us know. Hit us up, or whenever you're ready to come back on. If you had a good time, I hope.
Yes,
then you
100%.
are
and I'll try to bring giveaways next time too.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us. Right now it's 9:55. We're going to take a quick break. At the top of the 10 o'clock hour, we're going to be giving away those Bonnie's Donuts gift cards. They're right here. If you haven't had the opportunity to go share that video to enter in the giveaway, go do it now because there's still time. And
I'm working on that right now.
And then we're going to have some guests in again for the 10 o'clock hour. Have a good time. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM.
Okay, so we had an issue with the giveaway.
What happened?
Don't
tell me the
software that we're using on the computer doesn't recognize it, so we have to do it but on the phones it's
okay. That's good.
Oh my gosh.
That's not a
So
problem.
that's what I was freaking out. I was like, oh my gosh, we don't have a way to pick. There's literally, it's got what 20,000 views.
Yeah.
And so all of those entries that are located. So we have to find all of those.
Mary Beth is the best. You are the best.
That's my
Mary
friend
Beth.
Johnny who lives in Colorado. I mean, we used to work together at the ski shop.
Thanks for hanging out, Johnny.
Aren't you happy that I did not bring up that Nebraska is definitely the better football state than Oklahoma?
Oh, do you know what my friend Johnny says about that?
What
He
is-
said, you know what the N is for on their helmets? Knowledge. Oh, you've heard that one before,
yeah.
right?
No,
Huh?
I
Weird.
have.
Yeah. My kids go to Texas A&M
That's cool.
in College Station. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. And send me your stats, like your Facebook views, all that stuff. And then maybe I can reach out to some of our partners and see if we can get more giveaway stuff. And,
We have mind-blowing numbers.
yeah.
No, we really do.
I mean,
we've been growing. We have some good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of friends that I know were
Mhm.
on here. And call me. I mean, if you guys come to town,
Okay.
and I can try to get you hooked up with a VIP pass. It gets 2 people
Sweet.
into a bunch of attractions.
That's awesome. That'd
yeah,
be
and
really
then you
cool.
can talk about them. So I mean, it's win-win.
Win-win
Or-
for us.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yay!
Oh,
Thank
good.
you so much.
I do like your raincoat. It reminded me
Okay.
of. I was a big Ninja Turtles fan growing up, and
Mhm.
April O'Neil had the yellow raincoat. That's what it reminded me of.
Oh, this is fun, and it went by so fast. I was like, an hour.
Yeah, no, it goes by quick. Be safe.
All right,
And the
take
weather,
care.
thank you.
It was really nice and fun.
So we're working on that cruise, guys. Don't worry, we're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen. Hopefully. Mary Beth was awesome. I'm really glad we had the opportunity to meet her. Hey, that's good. Amy said she drove Uber whenever the Lone Star Rally was going on in Galveston. Because I think, don't they shut the causeway down at a certain time? I may be making that up, but sometimes people have too much fun and they don't. It's better to have a good ride around like Uber and Lyft and all that. Hello.
Hi.
How are y'all doing?
Good. How are you? I'm Amber.
Gardy.
Nice to meet you.
Amber.
I feel like I know you guys
Amber
from
Lindsay.
listening and watching, but
Good. Amber and Lindsay.
yes.
All right.
I'm writing it down so I don't forget.
Are you wanting me to pick these now?
Let's do it. Amber. Lindsey.
That's right.
Amber.
Like the color of your energy.
Amber is the color. I like Butler's Courtyard. So we passed by Butler's Courtyard the other day whenever we were going to Natural Living. It's pretty close over there,
yes,
right?
it is. I walked there. Yep.
Mm-hmm. We went the first time because was it Dr. Chapa told us about him? Maybe so.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and it was awesome. We had never
Thanks.
been. Yeah, but yeah, everything looked good. Aren't y'all doing something And
Yes.
Butler's Courtyard, like a community thing?
We are. We have our community. It's actually our second annual block party and food truck festival.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Friday, September 21st. It's at 6:30. I have a
brought you guys
image
some
here.
flyers.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some more if you need to hand any out.
Sweet.
But it's open to everybody. We just really want everyone to come and have a good time and do community with one another. We have some sponsors that will be there. Perfect Policy, who is an insurance agency in Lake City, will be there.
Choppa's office is a sponsor.
Yeah,
where
that's
we saw
right.
that one.
Yeah.
He's
Choppa.
coming to judge everyone eating the food truck.
Pretty much. Have you been to his?
Oh
his
yes,
spot?
I'm there at least once or twice a week, picking up something, getting an adjustment. I actually have an appointment today, so
Cool.
yeah,
Tell him we said hi.
I will.
We did a 21-day cleanse and detox with him.
I've
y'all
done it. I
that?
have, yes.
How did it go?
I felt awesome, but it was extremely hard for me because I'm a vegetarian, but I don't like vegetables.
Okay.
So I was really hungry.
So what do you eat? What do you eat normally?
I eat a lot of pasta, which
Okay.
again he does not care for that, but
Right, the grain.
I am learning to like vegetables now. So, and that cleanse actually helped me. I formed a love of avocado. I'm obsessed with it now. And
yeah.
green, red, yellow, orange bell peppers.
Me
So it was a good thing for me. To
I like the
encourage
green
me.
the best because it's the cheapest.
Yes.
Pretty
I
much.
hadn't noticed that, but
Yeah, it's like 50 cents and 80 cents. I'm like, nah, they look the same, right? Besides the color, I'm getting the cheaper one.
Yeah. So we also have Cheka, Jessica Cheka is a realtor friend of
Mhm.
ours, is a sponsor. And then I think a hairdresser and a couple of other ones that are coming on board this week. So we're excited.
It's awesome.
And the point is just for our neighbors and friends and our brides and anyone just to come. There's going to be a balloon artist and
Just a fun hangout.
fun,
you
yeah.
know, it's a Friday night. So normally we don't get to do things like this because
Yeah.
we always have
Event.
weddings and
Mhm.
receptions. So we actually just had to mark it out. Yeah, we
That's
did.
cool.
And it's really fun. It's a lot of fun for us.
I asked my wife, I said, have you ever heard of Butler's Courtyard? She was like, yes. Yes. And,
Good.
she was like, oh, yeah. I looked, at events and like a bunch of stuff. It's always going on.
yeah, we have a lot going on. So
And I looked at pictures
uh-huh.
on the internet, and everything looks awesome. Yeah, we were able to look at the outside, but just on the inside, we only
Well, I wish you guys would have stopped by. We would have loved to show you around if we were there.
we'll have to.
You need to, yeah.
We'll do a Facebook
Or
Live. from
come,
there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
please.
We're
Come
there
to the block party
really
for sure,
every day.
too.
Monday's the one day
Dr.
we're
Choppa
not
will be
there
there.
typically, but
Mhm.
yeah, we're open officing every day during the week. And then of course we have events most weekends, sometimes during the week.
Y'all's website's sweet. Like,
Thank you.
where's that video? How did that
Lindsay
even do
and my
that?
dad have worked really hard on the website.
Yes, we have.
That's really cool
Ooh, drone shot.
because it's so like the
I love drone
You know,
shots.
it's so hard at our venue to try and show these couples or anybody really who goes to get more information and see who we are and what we look like and really express ourselves because, their bounce rate is the bounce rate can be so high. You really want to draw them in, but our venue is stop sign to stop sign there. And so we have so many different buildings that we want to showcase and
Mhm.
why you should come see us. And that is the goal, is come in person. And I'm repeatedly told it's so different in person. I'm so glad I came. Pictures don't do it justice. And so we really try to get everyone to come and do our best to show you here. But
yeah.
the
Well, you
experience is entirely
can't
different.
feel the spirit on the
Yeah.
website that we have, and everybody who comes in, I think hopefully they can feel it. That's our goal. So
Like,
Definitely.
for this stuff, are these like actual like wedding stuff to take place, or is this all
Uh-huh.
staged?
it's actual weddings. We have relationships with some wonderful photographers and videographers. I
Mhm.
think this video is done by Jessica with J&D Productions.
Yes, that's correct.
And then most of our pictures are her as well, and Steve and Maggie with Magic Photography.
Mhm.
They are so good to us. They come and take pictures, they take video. She gave up a whole day to help us shoot this video, and some of it staged, like that I think is a staged, but then the ones with the couples are actual
Yeah.
videos.
And she will be there at the block party for us
Mhm.
too.
She's doing some drone
She's a
shot-
photographer.
She
Photographer
And
and
videographer.
videographer.
We've been
Mhm.
looking for some photographers that are local, so
Mhm.
that maybe be good for her to.
yeah, we have lots
For
of
us to make that
recommendations.
connection.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Cool.
I have our winners of our body.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness! Let me see the
exciting.
names. Let me see the name. Did y'all see the video we did for the?
I didn't see the video, but I saw that you guys were doing the big cinnamon roll. We had a groom request
Oh,
that
yeah.
recently.
Yeah,
We
I'm
wanted-
taking it down. I'm taking it down
So,
on
yeah,
Saturday.
On Saturday, what's 1:30?
1:30.
Okay.
We're
good
going
luck.
to Bonnie's. He's gonna do it. I'm a judge.
That's the way to end your cleanse right there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
Uh,
Everybody's like,
Do
what?
the people
I know
want
who's the
to
winner.
know who wins?
I don't
Yeah.
think they want to know.
They haven't said anything in a
I
while.
don't know. Nobody's really talking about it. So Butler's Courtyard. Let's see how
Mhm.
much time we have going on. What's our time? So we got 36 seconds, and go on now. 30 seconds.
Sure.
Okay.
When can I tell these people hit the send button?
Here's what we'll do. We'll talk. We'll introduce. We'll go for a little bit, and then after it'll wind down like naturally, and then we'll announce those winners, and then we can take a break and go back. So does that make sense to you? Okay. We got 10 seconds. Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Curt.
We have some special guests in studio. We have Lindsay and Amber from Butler's Courtyard in League City, Texas. How are y'all doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. So we just had Mary Beth in studio. We were talking about all things Galveston, all things Galveston tourism, and it was a
Yes.
blast. But not only does Galveston have a bunch of cool stuff, I feel like League City, even Lamarck, a lot of these places are starting to expand. And with that, there are, places like Butler's Courtyard that are coming up that are offering like something unique and different that you can't really get in a lot of other places. So
Yes.
can you kind of tell me a little bit about Butler's Courtyard? What is Butler's Courtyard?
So Butler's Courtyard is a wedding and reception venue. We also do other events like networking events during the day for businesses, Christmas parties, anniversary parties, baby showers, bridal showers. But primarily, most of you may know us from weddings and receptions. We're an all-inclusive facility in the historic district of League City. And the goal is that we give our couples the best day possible by providing in-house coordination, expert vendors that have been working with us for 16 years now, and an overall amazing experience for them.
Okay, so butlerscourtyard.com is the website where you can get some video. You can see some of the weddings that actually took
Yes.
place here, some of the highlights, and that's really cool. And y'all's video looks great. You want to give a shout out?
Thank
Who is it
you.
that did the videos and the photography?
So we had J&D Productions come out and go through the venue, get some good video footage, some drone shots that you'll see there. But then they also are here regularly for our brides and grooms. And so they put in some live clips from weddings that they've done so that you can really capture the experience there.
Yeah, just looking at the website, some of the stuff like retirement party, sweet 16, birthday, celebration of life, engagement. And then I saw in the video there was like some it looked like what do you call it, like a bachelor party type stuff. So there's all kinds of stuff that you can do
Yes.
there. So there is an event coming up.
Yes.
And can you kind of tell me about that event?
So we have our second annual block party and food truck festival. It's going to be Friday, September 21st, and that's from 6:30 to probably 9:30 or so. This is an event for everybody. It's open to the public. It's very community oriented. We have some sponsors there to hand out some information, and they're going to give some fun freebie gifts out. And it's really just a chance for us to get to know our neighbors and have everybody come out, socialize, have a great time. It's family friendly. It's pet friendly. And
That's cool.
we'll have a couple food trucks there. Of course, there's going to be a balloon artist there. Our DJs are there. It's just an opportunity to come see us, enjoy us. If you've never been, it's very casual.
That's Friday, September 21st, 6:30 to 9:30. We did see that Dr. Chapa is going to be there.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, Dr. Chapa is awesome. We do a lot of stuff with him.
They're going to be one of our sponsors and be there to hand out some information about what he does. So
Mhm.
we can eat that food truck food and then go detox with him the next day.
Is
That's
he going to
pretty-
eat it?
He's not going to actually be there, and he's on vacation, I hear. But
Must
some
be
of the
nice.
lovely ladies in his office will be there representing
Oh, that's
him.
cool.
Are they going to eat it? 'Cause I
We're
feel
going to
like-
watch him. We're going to take pictures if they do.
Yeah, he's gonna send it.
Against him.
Send that
Ooh,
into.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be so mad because I feel like they're also on like always on the cleanse.
Yeah,
So
I
I,
know.
feel like
Funny.
they would be.
I know.
They're all really nice. Everybody
They're
is, at his
so
office
nice.
is super
I know.
nice.
Yes.
They're so
Yeah.
good.
Do y'all know any of the food trucks that are going to be there off the top of your head?
Yes, I do. So Nami Street is going to be
Okay.
one of our food trucks there. We also will have Foreign Policy and Angie's Cakes.
Awesome.
I think there's a fourth one we're waiting to secure, so that will be coming. You can stay tuned on Facebook to see when we unveil that.
What is y'all's Facebook?
Butler's Courtyard. Yep,
Okay.
same thing. Instagram as well. So we do a lot of marketing there. Of course, Facebook is more real time what's going on, and Instagram is a lot of actual footage from weddings and receptions.
Cool.
Mhm.
That is awesome. So Friday, September 21st, 6:30 to 9:30 at Butler's Courtyard in historic League City. That's kind of neat that, you know, all of these places have like a little historic parts, but what are some other places that are in historic League City? Like what other businesses and stuff is kind of landmarks around there?
Well, the old fig factory down just a couple blocks from us, there's some friends of ours, the Rule family. They have a body shop and a trucking business that they run out of this really neat old building. And of course, we have several museums in the area, and people don't realize we're like a hidden gem back there. We have the one-room schoolhouse museum just 2 blocks away from us, and the Butler Longhorn Museum, which is named after the same guy as we are, obviously, George Washington Butler. And let's see what else.
Is that one-room schoolhouse museum? Was that actually like in the past actually a one-room schoolhouse?
They do have a schoolhouse back there, and then it actually has a couple of little buildings on it. And there is a one-room schoolhouse in there that you can look around, and they have it propped up with, you know, antique stuff from the era. And then they have a museum that talks all about the, you know, what was going on in Galveston in that time and League City in that time. The League City Historic Society actually run that. And we're very involved with that group because my dad has always been involved and past president.
Yeah.
So we've stayed involved and we help them out with fundraising, and they do a couple of little parades, which is fun for the kids. And
That's
so,
cool.
Yeah.
How old is League City? Does anybody know? League
Well,
City.
our building was built in 1909.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't believe it was actually incorporated until sometime after that. But there was a big population there of ranchers, and of course the railroad is there.
Yeah, well, 1909. So yeah, 1907. It's old.
Yeah, it is old, and we're in the we're a little bit biased, I know, but our building I think is the coolest.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
When you come in, we do have the old bank vault still there from 1909, the original bank vault, and the building was basically downtown in 1909. It had the cafe, the bank, a doctor's office, I think, post office. Yeah. So everything happened there. There were some gunfights and bank robberies, and the Historic Society likes to come and reenact those from time to time.
Goodness.
So that's always fun to do.
Wow.
So
that's kind of, that'd
we're
be really
proud
cool.
of our history.
Yeah, reenact the gunfights and all that.
And you can't beat the big, beautiful oak trees.
Right.
I mean, they're everywhere, and they really they set such a nice environment for us.
That's awesome. So Butler's Courtyard, we're talking to Butler's Courtyard, hanging out with Lindsay and Amber. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. So we're going to take a little quick change of direction, and we have another League City business we're going to be talking about for a second. We have a giveaway that is coming to an end, which is always kind of sad and bittersweet whenever that happens.
I know.
We had Bonnie's Donuts. Yeah, Bonnie's Donuts video.
Off into the wild.
Yep, this is going to be the giveaway. So we have some winners. They're right here in front of us. We have 4 winners. We did 4 gift cards to Bonnie's Donuts.
$25 each.
Yeah, but I will say that even though that we have that giveaway, we have an event going on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday we are going out to Bonnie's Donuts to do a 5-pound cinnamon roll challenge, eating challenge.
Yep, we are. It's going to be awesome. So if you are interested in that, let us know, and then you can go to our website and you can sign up and make sure that you're registered and paid for. So it's like a $15 entry fee.
$15 entry fee. If you eat the cinnamon roll, all 5 pounds, you do get the entry fee back. So, and then you also get a trophy if you're the fastest, and there's some other prizes that we're working on as well.
Yeah,
so
we're trying to see how many people are going to enter, because how many people enter depends on like how cool we'll make the prizes be. Because we don't know.
Right.
We made this up like days ago. We're like, yeah, let's do it, and then we're just like, well, if people want to enter, then yeah, we'd be able to do some stuff. But we didn't want to like overpromise something, and then we're like, well, we don't have. What can we do? So it'll be fun.
So here are our winners. Do I get a drum roll?
No, you don't get a drum roll.
Oh,
We'll help you out. We'll help you out.
There we go.
Over here.
Okay, so the first winner of the gift card is Sheila Haga.
I don't know if you should be allowed to say these because I don't think you can say that. Like
You
these
got the
names.
second one then?
No, you say them all. This will be interesting.
Gloria Carrera.
Kurt has like a bad problem with like speaking in like the English language sometimes.
That's a good one. I 2 there, and then Matt Sabatier.
Now keep going. You're doing.
I'm doing great.
Very bad.
And then Cheyenne Fleming is the last one. I got that one for sure. So our 4 winners again are.
Please.
Congratulations to these winners. Hopefully that you heard your name.
I am gonna tag you in the post to win.
Yeah. So thank you guys for participating. We do have another giveaway that started today with Sammy's Wild Game Grill. Started yesterday, and it'll be a good time. So all you have to do is like and comment and just share the video, and you are entered in to win. But if you are interested in participating in the cinnamon roll challenge, the Bonnie's challenge, we're doing it on Saturday. We're going to see if somebody can take the entire thing. If someone can eat the whole thing. I don't know if anybody can do it, but there are some hungry people out there.
I'm gonna do it.
You're not going to do it. 100% guaranteed. There's no way you'll be able to finish it. I'm promising that. Y'all should be able. Y'all want to do it? Have fun with that.
When is it?
Saturday.
Oh, we have plans.
We
Saturday.
do have
Oh, man.
Their busy times are Fridays and Saturdays
Yeah.
at Butler's
That's true.
Courtyard.
That's
Everyone
true.
gets married on a Friday and Saturday,
And Sunday.
which is
That's
why
true.
I'm getting married on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
There you go.
We have really good rates, and we do have a lot of people that get married during the week to budget friendly and
Oh, it's better
Ideal
rates in the
day.
week.
yeah, or they have a certain date they
That's
have to
right.
get married, and it happens to fall on a Wednesday.
Mhm.
Yeah. Interesting. Never think about that.
Mhm. Still
It's pretty, yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
People will come to
Just
your
as
wedding.
fun.
It's 10:15. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. I'm not sure what the weather's like because I've been inside this building since like 8 o'clock. We're going to take a look at the weather real quick. This is the KHEA Radio Kickstart Weather Center brought to you by Texas Chronicles History, Mystery, and Adventure with Curtsy, the Cookie Dough, the Casper.
Currently, there is a flash flood watch in effect for all of our areas. And then it's also kind of going to get worse throughout the day. 76 degrees right now is your high. 81 is going to be the high for the day. Your sunset is at 7:26. Your sunrise tomorrow morning is at 7:02. So be safe out there on the roads. If there's flooding, make sure that you do not drive into it.
No, well, yeah, I ran out of time. I was like, well, how long is he going to keep talking over this like nothing? I'm not going to start
Usually
something.
I'm going to take the... Okay.
So let's see if we can say these names for real.
How would you have pronounced?
Well, first of all, I can't read your writing. Let me see.
Matt Sabatier.
It's hard to read.
There you go. So Sheila
It's Sheila Connell.
Haga.
Okay, and then we got Gloria Carrera, Matt Sabatier, Cheyenne Fleming.
See, I wasn't
Y'all are the winners.
too bad off. All right.
So I had heard of whenever you named the food trucks. There's one I've heard of. The other ones I don't think I'd heard of
Mommy
yet.
probably is
Mhm.
very popular.
Mm-hmm.
No, what was the other one?
Foreign policy.
Yeah.
Foreign policy is
That's the one I've heard of.
Okay.
They're,
Okay.
they're usually a 3 acres food truck park.
Oh,
Which one are you most excited for?
I won't eat off of any of them
You don't like food
Really?
trucks?
because I don't eat meat,
Oh yeah, she's a vegetarian.
and we're usually so busy talking to everyone that we don't have time to eat.
That makes sense.
Maybe some.
So this
French
is the
fries.
second one?
Yes, last year was our first, and we almost canceled it because of Harvey.
Oh
But
wow, yeah.
We actually decided to push forward, and people said they enjoyed having a place to get out and
Do something.
talk
Right.
and do something and
Community.
see their neighbors. And
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
yeah,
So we're really looking forward to this year's because we do also think that hindered a lot of our visits
Mhm. I
as
think
well.
more people will come.
You know, people, a lot of the community was really preoccupied at that time. So this is a chance. Everyone's in a really good place right now.
Mhm.
And we had we are talking with the local fire station and police department to have them bring some vehicles out to showcase. And that was something we did miss out on last year because they were
They were
obviously
overextended.
overextended. And
Mhm.
so we're really looking forward to
That's
our
cool.
second
How-
round.
Yeah.
How long has Butler's Courtyard? I know the building's from 1909, but how
Mhm.
long has it been operating?
Since 2002.
Mhm.
Okay,
My parents started it.
that's cool.
And then my sister and I took over last summer
Mhm.
Mhm.
so they could retire.
That's cool.
as they
Yeah.
deserved.
Yeah. Except my dad is still there most days, making sure we don't screw stuff up.
That's good.
I think that'll be a forever
I
thing.
know he'll
sometimes.
never go away.
Yeah. So 2002, that's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the craziest wedding that you've done there?
Oh.
There's got to be some that stick out.
There's too many to mention.
Well,
Yeah.
if you had to guess how many weddings have been done or like receptions or whatever, you know.
I was worried you guys were going to ask me that. And I wasn't going to know the answer to that.
So 2002.
We do
You
about.
know who would know the answer to that? My dad.
Mhm.
Let me text him.
So we do about 140 weddings and receptions a year,
Yeah.
Mhm.
or give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the numbers are increasing as we have couples that are more open to weekday events now.
Mhm.
The trend, this is an ever changing industry. Weddings
Right.
are very trendy.
So
And so the trend now is couples do what they want. It's
Yeah.
not what's
we've
traditional.
done
or what
probably
parents used to
2,000.
think.
About 10,000.
2,000.
Oh, 2,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2,000. That's a lot.
And that's kind of being conservative with a
Mhm.
number
Yeah.
of 120 year because we had some lower years recession
Mhm.
or whatever, and it took a couple years to get the ball rolling, but
Mhm.
yeah, I'd say
Wow.
we've done around 2,000.
That's cool.
pretty-
That's
And
a
we've
lot.
done a
amazing
handful
when
of
you-
celebrations of life too.
Mhm.
Um,
We have.
and we've done showers and
So that is something that we are venturing further into is other events. For 15 years we were weddings and
Only
receptions,
weddings,
and
yeah.
that's how the community knew us. But we started to open the door to
Mhm.
other events because why not? That's one thing
Yeah.
that Amber and Shauna wanted us to do.
well, and that's one reason we did the block party because so many people are like, well, we weren't getting married, so we didn't have a reason to come look at you.
Yeah.
Well, why not come share this building with us? You might know someone or have a milestone birthday or an anniversary
Yeah.
or whatever. So
That'd be
a
good
lot of the
spot.
people last year told me, I'm so glad you did this. So we had an excuse to snoop around, because
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
felt weird coming to a wedding venue.
Right.
Yeah.
But we want to be so much more than that. We want to be a
Exactly.
cornerstone in the community, and we're working on that.
Mhm.
It kind of was as far as like weddings and stuff, but we're just trying to.
How many
expand
people can y'all accommodate and hold?
them. 250 to 300, depending on the setup.
The
Mhm.
setup, the event.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's a good size.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. I mean, technically, if we have a whole block, I guess we could do more, but infrastructures wise, restrooms, teammate, ease of our team.
Right. As far as it's actually hosting an event
Mhm.
that we know will go smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That would be the best
Customer
numbers.
serving the guests is the most important thing to
Mhm.
us. So when we get upwards of 300, we can't bust the tables as good. So then that makes us look bad, But we
So
just physically can't get around them.
as far as, let's say, do y'all work with caterers or do y'all have in-house people that do that? Or, like,
We're
how does that work?
all-inclusive packages, so we control it, but we use two caterers. We use Robinette out of Seabrook,
Mhm.
and we use Red River Barbecue right there
Mhm.
down the street
Right
from
down the
us.
street.
Cool.
So those are our two main people.
I think I've only had Red River one time.
Oh, you're missing out.
Mhm.
What do y'all
Best.
get?
And she's a
Salad
vegetarian.
bar,
and she's
baked
saying that.
potato. Yeah, but when I wasn't, their turkey was
How long
like
have you
my
been a
jam.
vegetarian?
About
been
six,
like-
6 years.
yeah,
6 or
I would say
almost
so.
7 years. But before the turkey, I would eat. Their
It's so
turkey
good.
is so good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like, whenever it comes to turkey and chicken, I think I'd rather have the chicken, like if
Really?
it's smoked. But I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it just depends. It's
Well, at
different
Red
everywhere.
River, you
What
can
you're
get a
ordering.
2-meat plate and you can try them both.
Try 'em both. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
why did you decide to become a vegetarian?
Well, I had a lot of health problems. I had a lot of migraines, and I was suffering from infertility issues. And I read a book, and I've always been an animal lover, and so it kind of was on my heart. Like I hate, but
Just
I
makes
loved my
sense.
chicken tenders,
Yeah.
But I said, you know what? I'm just going to try it. It was supposed to be temporary, just a couple weeks, kind of like a cleanse, and just go off and see, and then maybe incorporate in organic or something, or join a co-op or something where I know where it's coming from. But I felt so good. My headaches almost immediately stopped. I just never went back. And within a couple months, I dropped about 30 or 40 pounds. I lost a bunch of weight. And my next round of in vitro, I got pregnant with twins.
That's awesome.
And I just never wanted it. I mean, sure, there's times I'll look at like a steak and be like, okay, that looks really good. And I actually don't even like the word vegetarian because I feel like that's a lot of pressure.
Right.
If I wake up tomorrow and I want to eat meat, I will.
Mhm.
But I don't want it. I don't. I don't think it was the meat itself. I think it was all the hormones, all the antibiotics, which of
Yeah.
course I'm learning so much from Dr. Chapa about that stuff too. But it just didn't do well with my body.
Yeah.
It just didn't go with me. Yeah.
I met you before.
You have, I have the twins.
I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that. It just blew my mind until that moment.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's how
Yeah.
this got started.
Uh-huh.
That's so funny. I
Yeah.
forgot how the connection.
I was there the
I was
day
like,
he
"Oh, it's
was
nice to
filming the
meet you."
video.
What?
Yeah.
You should have said something.
Well,
good.
it's
I'm like,
okay.
"No,
I
met
know
you
it-
before.
Well, I knew you met a lot of people in the office
forget-
that day, so.
He forgets me too sometimes.
Who are you?
I always try to remember people, but it is sometimes.
It's hard, yeah.
it's difficult.
When
I'm
I
sure
went to
y'all
go
see like
film the
2,000
Right.
weddings and
Yes.
everybody.
And they all, and our brides from like 10
Potentially
years ago, they're like,
250
remember me? I'm
people,
like,
Oh
parties.
of
yeah.
course I do.
Everyone
gosh,
is my
this
most
is-
important. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were the best.
We do have some favorites, but
Yeah.
You can't say that. You can't say who your favorites are.
no, we're not going to say,
No.
but we do have certain ones of us just click with certain couples, you know?
Mhm. They know who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I went and saw Crazy Rich Asians
Okay.
the other day. Have you seen that movie?
I have not.
Not
but
yet. We've talked about going to
I
see
think we
it.
need to go as a team.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is
So
there a
there's
wedding in
there's a
there?
wedding
Uh-huh.
scene. Oh yeah, it's all about he's going back for this wedding, like the
Mhm.
wedding of the century, you know, etc.
Mhm.
kind of thing. And it was really awesome. I've never seen a wedding like this, but she they filled the aisle with water, and she walked down the water to the guy. I'm like,
Oh,
Was
so
it
these.
nice?
yes. I was like, that's what I want.
So we need to be prepared for that request, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes,
what I
that might be
hear.
a new request. That might be a new thing. I was
Kurt's
with
wedding. Yeah.
I was with somebody at that time, the person that I'm seeing right now, and I was like, "Don't get any ideas." She's like, "I want a wedding like this." I'm like, "I barely know you yet."
The title
guy.
is Rich Asians.
That's right.
Exactly.
It sounds like one of
You're
those
not
Pinterest
rich,
things
and
that
you're
we
not
get
an
to deal
Asian.
with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pinterest. yeah.
Pinterest is a love hate thing for us, as helpful as it is.
Yeah.
Yes. It's, there's a reason why the nailed it meme exists. So
Yeah. I was watching The Office where Pam and Jim got married.
yep.
And there was the YouTube video that went around where there was like that Chris Brown song.
Yeah,
where people danced down the aisle, and he was like,
and they did a flash mob.
yeah. And they said,
Mhm.
well, we saw the video on YouTube, and so they went and snuck out and got married because they knew
Mhm.
Mike. Yeah, just a quick reference.
Yes.
I just saw that one the other day. That's why.
It's a good show.
That is
But
a
I'm
good
sure there
one.
are people that's like, oh my gosh, I saw this on YouTube. Pinterest
Uh-huh.
is a huge drawing.
And then they hear how
Place.
much that costs. And they're like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, the
Yeah.
florals especially, all the things you see, like the rings are really popular right now. And
Right.
that's like $5,000 to $10,000 to do that.
Of flowers?
Of flowers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Have y'all heard of like a donut wall?
we have had a
done-
donut
Yep,
wall.
we've done it.
Because we heard about that the other day.
Donut
Fair Pastor
wall.
Catherine was talking about a donut wall.
Yeah.
And Bonnie's would probably like
Oh,
help
they
us
would
out
love
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would be able to provide that.
That would be dangerous
Mm-hmm.
because I would probably I want this donut. Put it back on the wall.
One bite.
Yeah.
And then another one. Put it
So
back on the
for my
wall.
wedding, like my wife, I think she used Pinterest, but a lot of the stuff she would build herself.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was like a thing where there was, I don't know, but we still have it somewhere, but there's all kinds of stuff.
It's
Yeah.
very helpful in some ways
Mhm.
for the DIY bride
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Having a picture would definitely help, I suppose. But then I'm not on Pinterest, but I
Uh-huh.
guess you can build, if you have your wall, I guess
Uh-huh.
you just have your
Mhm.
inspirations there
Yeah.
pretty much.
Like you would have your wedding wall, or I'm building a house, so I have a wall for tile and back
Mhm.
and all that. It's good. It's definitely good for ideas, inspiration, color
Cool.
palette, stuff like that.
So when Kurt gets married, it'll probably be a last minute, a last second, hey, I've known this girl for a week. We're getting married. So
We do
it'll probably be a
elopement.
weekday
Yeah.
wedding.
We have elopement packages. We can help you
Oh.
out.
That's true.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now
we
we're talking about language.
we also help with proposals too.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's
Where's
cool.
your card for that? We'll give them
it's
that.
in my handy dandy binder somewhere.
I hope this person isn't watching right now. I am not even thinking about
She's-
We've
this.
talked about this.
Oh, we're
Kurt.
planting
About-
seeds.
No.
She's running
You
now.
already
Here
have
you
the
go.
on your birthday for your birthday dinner.
We are planting seeds.
It's on the 20. It's actually Kurt's birthday is the 21st.
You can give that to Kurt.
So at Butler's Courtyard, you were going to ask her to marry you on the 21st
At the food
from
truck,
6
under the
6:30 for the
lights.
food
That's
truck.
right.
We
Did
can
you
play a
think about-
special song.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
There will
you were
already
talk-
be a videographer there.
You wanted Justin Bieber on the Despacito track. That's what you said you wanted. Remember? He's acting like brand new,
He's
like
all
he doesn't
shy
know
now.
this is a new conversation. But we literally talked about this.
I just hope she's not watching right now.
Well, what she's doing is like learning when she starts to see these signs.
Wow.
That's happened.
When she hears Justin Bieber.
I feel like also I'm not ready for this yet. I'm a little concerned. No.
He has to act like this, so he looks like he's natural.
Bro, I'm actually freaking out. Like I'm having like my heart rate is up a little bit. I'm like, no, not yet for this.
Yeah.
I
This is
did
how
almost
rumors get started.
I did bought an engagement ring once for a girl. We had only
Once?
been dating like for I've done
How many
twice
engagement
now.
rings?
So I've been married once,
Yes.
but the engagement rings I've bought twice. I did buy one for somebody after like dating her for like 3 weeks. And I was like, that was the same one I almost moved all the way back to Vermont for. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yikes.
sometimes we make decisions in life that we shouldn't.
Impulsively.
Yeah, Mary, I agree with you. Chef Mary Bassett.
What is
this
Mary
is how
saying?
rumors get started.
Rumors.
Hi, Mary.
We totally have not had these conversations.
We have
before.
never had
We
this
have had these
We have
conversations
not had this
on the
conversation.
21st at Butler's Courtyard. You said it was 6:30, 9:30. You're going to do it around 8 o'clock.
That's right. Stay
In the
tuned.
presence of my mom.
Yes.
We'll
'cause his
Facebook Live it too.
His mom is coming in town, and he hasn't
On
seen her in 2
Tuesday.
years.
Oh.
I haven't seen her in
So
2
he
years.
has the girl he's been seeing
That's
for like
exciting.
a week now. And
So get mom's approval on Wednesday, proposal on Friday.
because your mom, how
Perfect
many
timeline.
girls has she met?
One. My
This will be number
ex-wife.
2. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. She's meeting this one. She is meeting this one on Friday, but it's not a proposal.
He asked me to go ring shopping with him, and I told him that was kind of weird a little bit. But I would be more than happy if you send me pictures that
Yeah,
I, give some feedback. Why are you sweating?
A little bit.
He's turning really red too.
Chef Mary Bass says Gardy is a horrible friend. I agree. I so agree. I actually asked Gardy and his wife to come to the dinner because I'm like, I'm a
Uh-huh.
little nervous.
Buffer.
My mom has never
Yeah, I told him I'd go. Yeah,
my mom has never
I'm
met
there.
another girl besides my ex-wife. This is a little weird, but we'll make it through.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
We've literally.
She's gonna be more nervous than you, trust me.
Who, my
Your
mom?
girlfonna.
Yeah. Well, girlfriend.
I'm gonna make sure she's nervous.
But it's still nerve wracking. It's still nerve
Girlfriend's
wracking.
pushing it.
Fiance. Show us some respect. That's my wife.
We're having this conversation. Oh,
You all right?
I'm good.
Wow.
I'm taking another sip of my water over here.
Who else is watching? Mary is watching. Is anybody else we know?
Do you know
Holly.
Holly Ruth Williams? Holly, you got to run. Hey, thanks for tuning in. You have lunch at your daughter's school. That's cool. Y'all have a good time. Tell her that Gardy says hi. That's like one of my favorite things. If someone calls Curt, Gardy says hi, but half the time, actually more than half the time, he doesn't say it.
No, they're calling me.
I know, but I'm like, tell Gardy
Gardy
says.
said hi.
Well, we have our number that comes to the station. It's the 346 number,
Okay.
and that's a Google Voice number, but it rings
Right.
both of our phones. And so, like, someone calls, they're not just calling you; they could be calling me. So yeah, I always say, "Tell him Gardy says hi," but he doesn't. It's pretty messed up. So we'll go back on after this, and we'll
We're
talk
not
everything.
talking over the air about anything.
On your birthday, Friday, September
You cannot
21st, 8
censor me,
o'clock.
sir.
Justin Bieber, yeah. Justin Bieber, Despacito. Once it comes on, that's the cue.
We have to tell
I'm gonna
Mark,
have the ring. I'll give it to
show him a
you.
picture and say, when you see this guy play
Play
this song."
I don't even want this.
Just
This
for
is the
future.
proposal. So there's planning to propose. Y'all kind of walk them through everything.
Oh yeah, we'll
Mhm.
set it up. We'll have photographers there, champagne,
Mhm.
Wow,
do it in a pretty place.
That's right.
that's really cool.
Mhm.
And then when they come back and book their wedding with us, we give them an in-house discount as
That's
well.
awesome. So whenever somebody is proposing,
Mhm.
like, what's the most important thing? Is it like,
the ring?
is it
The words you say.
it is the like the words you say?
No, because you don't remember that.
Can
Yeah.
I tell you my?
Not forgetting to get down on one knee, like
Mhm.
my
Ooh, I
husband
did not do
forgot.
that.
I didn't either.
It was like, wait, should I get down on one knee? I was like, yes. Like it was already over, but
We,
he did
um,
it anyway.
I think the most important thing in my proposal was like where we were, because it was like the place. It meant like
The
it
place,
meant something.
yeah, us
Mhm.
too,
And
me
so-
too, yeah.
Yep.
Those are kind of the things, like potentially like the ring.
I
You
should
know
have known
how
this.
you ask.
Timing. Hmm.
Timing.
Mhm.
If it's like a special place or
Yeah. Like a family dinner.
Well, and that's why we do the. That's why we do
on a
the.
birthday when your mom's in town.
Wow.
Yeah.
If not,
That's why we do the proposal, because we want to be their special place from start to finish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And a lot of guys probably don't know, like, as far as my wedding went, I was there.
Right.
You know, that was the
Right.
thing. Like,
Mhm.
hey, just show up
Right.
on time.
Right.
That's it.
Wear
And I'm
this,
like, that's
yeah.
all I don't know. I don't know
Right.
I haven't been dreaming about a wedding, believe it or
And you're
not.
not on Pinterest, so
Yeah,
Right.
I've never been on Pinterest. So, but I feel like asking the right questions to somebody, like if you ask me like, okay, you know, like a little questionnaire or something, then you could maybe plan through somebody who
exactly.
needs help
Right.
proposing on his
Well, and
birthday.
we have two of the best coordinators. Plus, you know, we all do work as a team, but
Mm-hmm.
they really are amazing, and they'll plan it all out, every detail. So,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
That's cool.
I should have realized based on how bad the proposal went that marriage was also going to be.
How
bad.
did your proposal go?
Well, I had this plan in Kansas City because we loved fountains, and Kansas City is the city of fountains,
Oh.
Okay,
and so we're going to do it outside of the fountains,
like pools of
At
water with
night?
fountains coming.
yeah,
Okay.
at night with lights and everything. And like I had like 3 other options like that day. Like well, I could have done it at this restaurant. I could have done it when someone asked for our picture during the day. It's like no, I gotta have it during the lights. And we drive up and they don't have the lights
Oh
on.
no.
And then I was like, okay, well this is fine. I'm still gonna do it.
Uh-huh.
It's still a fountain.
And then it literally started to rain, and I was just like, fine, we're going back to the hotel room. And I got to the hotel room and I did it there. I'm like, I
Oh,
had this
no.
awesome plan, and it
You
all
should have
came
just
to
waited for another
bad.
day.
Well, I told everybody that I was proposing that
Oh.
day, and so I was like, I will look so bad if I don't propose today. And
Yeah.
so I got down on one knee and I'm like, I had this whole plan, but it doesn't matter. No matter what the plans happen in our lives, we're gonna get things better. And
Oh.
Wow, we got
the
10,
marriage still went back.
10 seconds. You ready? Good morning. You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. I'm Gardy.
And I'm Kurt.
We have Butler's Courtyard hanging out with us in studio. We got Lindsay. We have Amber. We're talking about all things proposing. We're talking about all things wedding. We're talking
Yes.
about an event that's coming up on the 21st of September. It's a Friday. It starts at 6:30. Everybody in the community is invited, right?
Yes.
That's
We
right.
want everybody to come out. Realistically, how many people can potentially be at this event? Like,
Hundreds.
Mhm.
we could-
We have
there's
plenty
like-
of room.
okay, so we want everybody to come out.
Yeah.
I think Kurt may be there planning a very special moment in his life. I'm not sure. Kurt, fill
We're
me
here to
in.
help.
That's your birthday, September
Yeah, it's my
21st.
birthday.
How old are you going to be?
30.
That's like a milestone year, potentially.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's like any other year.
Yeah, milestone.
I'm 32, and 30 was a really good year for me. I feel like 30 is going to be maybe the best year of your life.
Best year of my life for
What
sure.
better way than a Butler's Courtyard to just like set this next stage of your life, like set it up and just have a good time.
Under the oaks, under the lights.
Enjoying those
Why are you
milestones.
encouraging it?
Because
What are
that's
you
some
talking about?
sales for us. Hello.
So there's going to be a block party. It's an open house, food truck festival. There'll be food trucks out there. There's going to be other members of the community, businesses. There's going to be Dr. Chapa out there. We have Dr. Chapa in studio here every Tuesday. So if you've ever wanted to talk to his team, talk to him, his people that are going to be there and have all the questions that you have to ask, all the answers. So
In a very casual way.
Yeah,
That's
casual.
what's so important.
yes. So there's something else that's kind of interesting. So there is a proposal. Like, how do you even word that? Like, what is this called? Like, I'm looking, it says planning to propose. Like, what is it? Like a proposal?
So
I don't
this is basically for I guess it would be the fiance to be who's planning to propose, who's ready to ask and wants some direction, doesn't know where to do it. And so why not go to some expert wedding coordinators and let us help you? We have a beautiful venue. We have expert photographers that we can have. When we did it the last time, they were hiding around so that she wouldn't know. We had champagne
Paparazzi.
ready.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
they were able to capture every moment. They were married with us, and we were able to give them return family discounts for,
Mhm.
starting with us with their engagement and finishing with us with their actual wedding.
That's cool.
Don't people know though? Like, isn't part of it like the surprise when you propose? Like, if you're going to Butler's Courtyard,
Well, I think he told her. Did they eat dinner?
They were doing pictures.
Oh yeah, Christmas pictures.
And that's very normal for us. We decorate beautifully for Christmas, but we also have couples, families come do portraits with us. So that's not unusual by
we
any
have
means.
lots of sneaky ways.
I
That's
think the other
right.
thing you could do is like maybe like go to Natural Living, or you're going to some
Mhm.
other
Yeah,
places.
stop by.
Just stop in.
Yeah.
But again, that's why you call us. So for that question right there is, how am I supposed to do this? I want her to be surprised. Well, we can
Yeah.
tell you how.
hey, I've set up a tour with this historic building. I mean, we could even have other people there so it looks like a tour or something. You know, we got some ideas.
And here's the other thing. Hopefully, if you're going to propose, the other person kind of has an idea that you're going to do that, and it's not like out of the blue, like, what are you doing this? We're not ready for this, you know, which I don't know.
Exactly, Gardy. I'm not ready for this.
No, I feel like, what are you talking about? Nobody's even said anything about it.
Yeah, really
it's-
personal.
Yeah. What's the defense?
I'm just saying.
He's never having us back.
Hopefully they know it's coming, so that way if you're like, hey, well, let's stop here, it'd be a nice place to look at, you know, for our future. I don't know. I'm not ready. Maybe we're not ready, but let's. And then if you are, you are. So
yeah,
I don't know. Planning to propose.
Just putting it out there.
Planning to propose. Curt has some plans.
No, not to.
You're listening to KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We have Butler's Courtyard in studio. Butler's Courtyard. That building it's an historic building. It's been there since 1909. If you go to butlerscourtyard.com, you can find out more information. You can find some pictures and some video, and it looks really cool. They have an event on September 21st. Starts at 6:30. Go check them out. They're in Leak City, next to some other historic buildings and natural living, and Dr. Chapa is kind of over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good time.
So talk a little bit about some of the other events, not just weddings, right? You guys do other catering. Can you talk a little bit about that? Change the subject for me.
Yeah, we have great engagement parties that we do. We are available for engagement parties, bridal showers, baby showers. We've done a few celebrations of life here recently, Christmas parties, anniversary parties. So
Milestone birthdays, 30th birthday.
That's right. Birthday parties. That's true too. We've had some inquiries come out working on setting up celebrations for husbands coming home from deployment. So really, whatever you're imagining, just give us a call so that we can talk about details.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very nice venue. Can hold up to about 300 people, maybe more. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Depending on the event that we're having. So whenever we have an expert team in-house that will talk to you about what exactly you're imagining and ask you a few preliminary questions and then go from there, really. One of the things that we do, another reoccurring event that we have is called Ask the Expert. And we do these events every couple months. It's always in the evening time on a Thursday at 7 p.m. So we try to accommodate all families and all couples. And what's really neat about this is most of the time when you come see our venue, minus the block party, you come see us during our office hours, which is from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., give or take. And that time of day, of course, beautiful. You see all of our garden settings, get great information, but most of our events take place in the evening, and we have such beautiful uplighting and string lighting that you can't really take advantage of. So we set these Ask the Expert events in the evening time so that these couples can come back or come for the first time and see what their reception would truly be like.
That's awesome.
It's really
cool.
neat. And we also put a fun spin on it. We focus on a different wedding topic each time. We do have plans for Dr. Chapa to come out in the future and focus on his topic. Our next one's actually in October, and the expert will be DJs. So they give a presentation and they tell these couples what to expect, just like the proposal. Sometimes you just don't know what to do. And so we want to give you good information, educational information. The whole purpose is that this is as stress-free as possible for our couples. And so we have so much knowledge that we want to share.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be our couples at the Ask Expert. We welcome anyone getting married, whether they've booked a venue or booked somewhere else or still looking, because the goal is really just to help educate them on the process and what to expect.
Curt, do you think, I know you may not be planning on getting, engaged next week or whenever, but is this as a single guy, do you hope to get married one day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Long time from now.
Okay.
2-3
weeks.
Like a
2-3
Friday
weeks.
or so.
Wow. Years.
So is this planning to propose, like the engagement, like help with that? Is that something, or do you feel like you would have it all planned out? You would know exactly what to do. You would go to the fountain and the lights would be on. Like, I mean, what?
We would have made sure those lights were on.
That's true.
Yeah. See, you would be like the new Motel 6. We leave the light on for you.
Exactly.
I guess, for me, I think it depends on who you are getting married to, because
Every couple's different.
every couple is a little different. Every girl that you date is a little different. Every person that you're pursuing could be a little different. I I could see myself doing it. I would have to feel how the relationship is going. I guess right now, obviously, I'm not ready.
No.
Not even close to being ready.
Too soon.
Way too soon for anything like that. I mean, it's not even Facebook official yet. Come on. We got to make, that's the first step.
My wife just sent me a text and said, ask Kurt what time the engagement. I mean, no, it actually says, ask Kurt what time the dinner is supposed to be because she's trying to make sure that someone can watch our kids.
Oh, okay.
No, she really just texted me, but
did you say engagement?
No, she didn't. I threw that in there.
Whew. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think for instance, I dated somebody once who was really like a thrill seeker, and so maybe like jump out of an airplane proposal would have been cool. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah,
It does depend.
different.
You're right.
What is the craziest proposal that you've had at Butler's? Like, is there one that really stands out? I like the unique stuff. There's got to be one unique one.
We've only had one official one that did the package, but I think
With
we
us.
have had a proposal during someone else's wedding,
Right.
which is never a good idea.
Right. Take note of that. One more time. Never a good idea.
So hold on. So they were at somebody else's wedding, and they said, "You know what? We're getting married too."
They proposed, like he was giving a speech or something. Was he? It was a
during the speech for their wedding,
yes,
he was like,
he
"Can I ask you to
proposed
marry me?"
to. Yes, that's.
Did
not
they say
cool.
yes?
Yeah,
I
and I think the bride and groom knew. It was a long time ago, but my recollection was they knew and they were cool with it. Me, I would not be cool with
That's
it.
Me neither.
awkward.
Stealing
I
my
think
thunder.
how it could be okay is if there was family there, like maybe like an elderly grandma, and like maybe not during the reception, but like whenever they're in town, maybe after.
So,
I don't know.
I had
Maybe the day
a
after?
couple that I showed around for the first time, and she was telling me about her friend that when they did the bouquet toss, the bride, instead of actually tossing, she turned around and walked and went and gave it to her sister. And then in that situation,
That actually gave me chills.
the sister turned around with the bouquet, and her boyfriend was on one knee to propose to her.
I think
That's
I
cute.
think you do need to get the okay from the bride and groom though, because some might not be okay with
Yeah.
that thunder stealing there.
Yeah.
Talk about
a
that
little bit.
conversation though.
Is it okay if I do?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But as like, how do you say like, no, this is my day? Like,
Well, yeah, I
I
would.
guess, you try not to pull the bridezilla card very much, but
but that would
you
be
can-
one.
Well, Lindsay is getting married in how many days?
30, oh my gosh, 4?
Yeah.
35,
You're getting married?
36.
yes.
36 days.
And so this is her mode right now, bride mode, not bridezilla mode. Of course not.
I'm trying not to be bridezilla-y, but if someone's planning to get proposed, I might.
So you've probably seen a lot of weddings.
Wait, what day is that? That might be more doable than like the 21st.
October 20th.
He's gonna go to your wedding and
Okay, that gives me another month to get ready.
If it's your proposal, I'm fine with it.
How important is to you to make your wedding like that much better? Or do you like take bits and pieces and like how does that work?
I actually feel like it's more subdued, honestly, because I do know that all the hard work that these couples put in and we help them make it so perfect and special. I had a mom the other day that we were looking around for her daughter, and she was looking at our chairs, and we have the deep brown Safari chairs with white cushions on them, super comfortable. And she asked me if we can take those cushions off. I've never been asked that question before, which I'm always impressed when someone asks me a question I've never heard. And I said, well, no, they're quite comfortable. Actually, they help with the chair. And she goes, what at my other son's wedding recently, did they have the cushions? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I said, exactly.
Yeah, you don't.
These are not the things that you're going to remember. And so I do have the opportunity to be aware of that. So
Mhm.
going into this,
of what matters and what doesn't. But we also see cute stuff every week. We're like, oh, that's cute.
true,
Oh,
too.
maybe I should do that.
The
Oh, maybe-
hardest one is wedding dresses.
Yeah,
I found my dress. I love it, but there's always going to be another beautiful dress. And so all the time I'm just like, don't look, don't look, don't look. Yours
Yeah.
is perfect. Don't look.
Yeah.
Does your future husband when I remember when I got married, like I was not involved in any of the planning. Like I was just
Mine
like,
wasn't
yeah, it
either.
sounds good.
He picks
I made
his
like
moments.
the playlist and that was it. Like I made the
Oh.
music playlist and that was it.
Just Despacito on repeat.
Despacito. Wow.
Well, Erica's involved.
He
as-
picks his
yeah,
moments. Yeah, there's a lot of the times. I think that sometimes he feels challenged because I do have so much knowledge here. that he wants to make sure that I'm not forgetting about him and what he feels. And so a lot of the times he'll make a suggestion and my immediate reaction will be like, well, that's not really going to work,
Yeah.
you know, but I have to remind myself, okay,
Anyways,
wait.
Yeah. So my wife just texted me and said she wants to come plan weddings with y'all.
Oh, please.
She's great. I'll tell you that. She planned ours. But I remember after the wedding, she was like, man, I feel so weird because I don't
Nothing to
have
do.
anything to plan and I,
Mhm.
you know, it's done and I want to get married again. Can we start planning one again? I was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness.
We do vow renewals.
Yeah. So I guess with y'all, it would be different. You're married.
I am 10 years.
And so for you, it's like, okay, well, like on to the next one. I get to plan again. So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the whole fun thing that you get to keep
Mhm.
doing. And then you've been planning and now you're planning your own. And then
There
on to the
is
next one.
after your own wedding, just like after a big vacation, even you kind of have like a crash almost like,
Right.
okay, we're done. You're like mentally, emotionally like exhausted, you know? So she'll see what that's
You
like
know-
in 36 days. No.
Y'all say that,
that's
but
why you
I'm
have a
also kind of
honeymoon.
like, I can't wait.
Well, yeah,
this to
you
be over.
you feel over it, but then.
But I
when
also like don't want it to be over
Right.
at the
Yeah.
same time.
right.
But
It's
the
fun.
details and the questions, I was joking with her the other day about getting my invitations out. And she's telling me, you need to do this, you need to do this. And I said, why do you keep making me do stuff? She's like, because you need to send your invitation.
Yeah.
I mean, the
That is
reality is
important.
though, we have the best job in the world,
Mhm.
and like we're blessed every day by the people that we get to meet and the part of their life we get to be a part of.
Yeah.
And even when we do the celebration of life, I mean, obviously that's not as fun, but we get to help make that time special for those families.
Unique
And
things.
so
Mhm.
that's why we do this. It's kind of our ministry in a way too, you know, and we get to meet so many fun people and
It's very moving.
yeah.
It's very moving.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. We're talking to Lindsay and Amber from Butler's Courtyard in League City, Texas.
So, not that I want to go back to this conversation, but I do.
Okay.
How did he propose to you?
So we each have, they're now 9-year-old daughters.
Mm-hmm.
And we went on a family picnic and we went to the San Jacinto Monument over there. And we just sat, we had a picnic, and he proposed, and he had made signs that said, my dad asked, and the other sign said, my mom said yes.
Aw.
And
That's good.
my maid of honor, she came around, she was there and came with her camera and was able to take pictures of us, and it was perfect.
Did you know?
We had been together for a long time. We talked about rings and
It was a little fancy for dress for a picnic.
Just in case.
Just in
you know,
case.
So-
my nails are done.
But you didn't know how he was going to
No,
do it. And you didn't
no,
know the sign
no,
thing.
I
and-
didn't know that, but I was anticipating it. I knew it was coming at some point that day. And so that's almost worse, you guys, because it's like, is it this moment?
When?
Is it this?
When?
And I don't like surprises.
See, I
very
was
much.
totally blindsided.
When he goes down to like
Well,
tie his shoes.
Yeah.
you know?
Jim? Yes, that happens.
Yeah. That's funny. How important is it to like get parents' permission? Because I didn't even understand that was a thing up until like I was planning getting married. I was like, I have to ask somebody.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know how?
Well, for me, it was important, but I'm a traditionalist and I'm
Yeah.
a Southern traditionalist. So
Mhm.
that's
It's
just the thing.
it's case by case.
Yeah.
I hated it. It was the worst part, and I got told no.
Well, my
I got
husband
straight up
got
told like, no, you cannot, and I did it anyway.
That should have been another sign for
I
you.
know, all these signs are coming back.
My
Did he
husband got
give
to do it
reasons,
over the
though?
phone.
He was like,
They did it on the
he-
phone.
Really?
He was in
I
Ireland,
drove
so-
2.5 hours to go meet with him for an hour and then drove 2.5 hours back. And at the end of the conversation, it was like, well, you do what you want, but just know that if you get married while you're in graduate school, the likelihood of you getting divorced is higher. And I was like, okay.
Thank you for those statistics.
Well, apparently stats don't lie.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie.
You
It was
are a
weird because he was
You're a
like,
statistic.
he was like, I kind of want I want her to have a fresh start. And I was like, wait, so you don't want me dating her anyways? You know, like,
You
what are you saying in this? So,
Yeah.
I know, it was bad.
So we have Angela K. Johnson said, I got married there. They are amazing. So
Thanks,
she's somebody
Angela.
who was at Butler's Courtyard and got married there. And then we have our friend Amanda. She said that her friend proposed on the Eiffel Tower, and that was really cool.
Oh,
So that's a
yeah.
pretty
That's a good one.
Yeah,
amazing
that's hard to beat.
engagement. Yeah,
That sets the bar high for the rest of your relationship.
it does.
That is
Dang.
true.
Yeah,
Jumping out of a plane would be one.
Yeah, yeah.
That
yeah.
would be one that would just be like, oh, now we always have to be thrill seekers.
My
kind of
friend
thing.
did that. Him and his now wife. They jumped out of plane. He proposed on the ground.
Or you
Oh,
could
on the
have like
ground.
a painting, like a sheet that says
Yeah.
like "Marry me," so they see it.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool too.
I was gonna do that for a friend.
crop
but it fell
circles. in the forms
Whether-
of marry me.
She's
We're
in
not
the
in the best
sci-fi.
No, we were
Sure.
gonna
Yeah.
we were gonna get a big white sheet and like paint it.
Whenever you're coming down, you'd be able to see it.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, have y'all ever heard of Skydive Galveston?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I saw you guys did something with them.
Yeah, we did.
Jumped?
Yes. You're
He jumped.
crazy.
I did not.
I would not. Yeah. No.
My wife said it.
Do you have children? You have children.
Yeah, I have two,
That
yeah.
changes
Mhm.
your
Yes,
perspective
it does.
I don't.
on
have
perfectly
children.
good airplanes.
Yeah, jump
On a
out of
per-
perfectly good airplane.
So I have to think about like all these cool possible ideas, not for next week, but down the road for years and years and years to come.
Nobody said
wanna
anything about
hear-
next week, Kurt. That's all you.
You did.
That was your idea.
Yeah,
It's
come on.
It was not. Don't get this going again. But I don't know. What's maybe some ideas that people have for proposals?
Hey, if anybody's watching on our Facebook live and you want to share your story, share your wedding story. We want to hear like the proposal, maybe your experience at Butler's Courtyard or wherever, because I don't know. So we're talking about today, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, super fun.
So, what is the website for Butler's Courtyard and maybe the Facebook, and how can somebody get a hold of y'all?
So our website is, of course, butlerscourtyard.com. That's also how you can find us on Facebook. Just search Butler's Courtyard. On Instagram, we're Butlers_Courtyard. That is mainly how we get a lot of direct traffic. Couples use the Knot and Wedding Wire, where you can find us as well.
You can text us.
We're very text friendly. We like that. Facebook message us on Instagram, leave a comment, call us directly, stop by. Whatever is best for you, that
What-
works for us.
What are the hours? Like, if someone was to stop by, are there like regular office hours?
Yeah, yes and no. So
Okay.
we office 10 to 5, Tuesday through Saturday.
Okay.
However, we also do events. So if our couple's getting married at 5 o'clock on Saturday, well, we are not going to
Open.
be open until 5. So we typically close the office 2 hours before. It's important that we are available on weekends to show couples around, and we are, but it is by appointment. We have to make sure that we're not going into the event at that time.
Mhm.
Another great way to see us is at the upcoming bridal show that we're having or that we're participating in. It's going to be at the Hilton NASA. That is Sunday, September 30th, and that's put on by Bay Area Wedding Professionals. So there's going to be a lot of us in the industry there. It's
Kurt,
very low
we
cost.
should go. What day is that?
September 30th.
Here, we brought you a flyer.
What weekday?
That's right. That's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday.
That's a Sunday
We-
over at the Hilton.
And just to add to what Lindsay said, we will do some evening appointments too. So those of
Cool.
you that have
Yes.
strenuous work schedules, we are happy to stay
I
late
mean,
and show
we'll
you
come
around.
in on our day off
Yeah.
sometimes. We'll do what we need to find time to work with our couples.
So we're having some feedback.
Okay.
We got Amanda says Kurt's looking for a stunt woman to propose to as many times as he's mentioned proposing on a plane, like jumping out of an airplane. And then she also said propose at your like a favorite concert or at a
Yeah.
game like the Rockets or Astros. And
My
On
only
Jumbotron.
input there is it's hard to hear.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear if you're going to propose at a concert. It's hard. You can't hear.
that's true.
What?
Yeah.
Will you? And then all of a sudden the music.
Will
starts.
you, Matt? And then you're
Why are
screaming.
you yelling?
Unless you can get up on
That's
stage
what I'm saying
somehow.
now. If you can somehow sort into on stage on the
Ah.
Megatron, like you were saying,
There was a good proposal on Big Brother the other day. Does anyone watch Big Brother?
I haven't seen it in a
you
long
have to
Probably
time.
just
commit
me.
every night to watch that show.
It's only
That's
3
way
nights.
too much of a commitment.
Well, it was
Hey,
really
can you
cute.
read that comment, Kurt? I'm getting cut off on there.
Yeah, it says, I like that you can make it as low key or as crazy as you want it. I liked it because I didn't have to think about what was next during the day. It's such an emotional day, and they basically hold your hand and make it flow beginning to end.
That was Angela, who was married at Butler's Courtyard,
Mhm.
she said.
Thanks, Angela.
I
We
know,
have the
that's
best
so
brides.
great.
They
We
always,
do.
They always go to bat for us, you know.
And
on
you know,
Facebook.
we have couples that come back every year on their anniversary. Matt and Nova, they come.
Tia and Jane.
They wear their wedding dress. She puts her
Oh,
dress
yeah,
on
Matt.
and he puts his tux on, and they come back
Every
every
year.
year
What?
and have champagne at the gazebo.
Oh,
Tia and
that's
Childs
cute.
just came by. They brought
Uh-huh.
their kids around for the first time.
You get your money out of your wedding dress because those can be pricey
That's
You know,
right.
I
to wear
have
one time.
I have started watching. Yeah, I'm a videographer, and so
Uh-huh.
I do here part time as well. And the one thing that I started watching is wedding videos. Like there was someone yesterday who I saw was like just taking video clips and putting it together. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like this
Yeah.
is
It's
so
really
sad.
neat.
I started to like cry. I'm like,
Yeah.
why am I crying? I don't even know these people that are getting married.
Yeah.
I think it means you're ready for that next step.
It sounds like
Wow.
it. Kurt's very emotional, and I know he just wants to be married.
One day, when I'm ready.
You okay?
I'm not ready. I don't know. there's a lot of financial burden too to getting married. You have to like plan like 3
Yeah.
months of your
You can-
paycheck.
Yeah, well, now they have. My dad is actually looking into this. They have financing
Mm-hmm.
that's very
weddings?
low interest for your weddings because
Oh,
what
that's
we're
awesome.
experiencing is a lot of people have gone to grad school or they're getting married later. They have school debt, but they want to go ahead and get married and they don't want to necessarily save up. So they get not that I'm a condoning extra debt, but I can see where that would come in handy to some couples, and then you can pay it off in like 3 or 5 years versus waiting that 3 to 5 years and hoping to save up because life happens and that's hard to do.
Because a ring, you're
Or
supposed
you
to
buy
do
a house or
3 months for that ring of your
Right.
salary. So for me, it's like I don't want to say on air. It's not
Well,
much,
you
though.
do it now before you get like
Yeah,
a
well,
better work.
that's what happened to my husband. He had no job and is waiting, and now here we are 10 years later. Makes a nice salary. I'm expecting a nice big ring, any day now.
I mean, that it depends, on. It's not necessarily. It's like an
No, it's
unwritten
not.
rule. You
It's
can do
really
whatever. Just depends
Mhm.
on the people.
My first wedding
does.
was like $500 engagement ring.
Well, there you go,
Okay.
and that's fine. There's
Nothing's
nothing wrong
fine.
with that. I mean, it's
all
You said it.
relative.
it's a
all-
symbol of
yeah.
love. It does. You put a price on it. I don't know.
Yes.
It's different.
If you would have asked me that even a year ago, that was something that we would talk about. And something that my fiance kind of fret over was finding the perfect ring. And where we are now, even just through this year of engagement,
Really
I
doesn't
do
matter.
not care. It does not matter. That's not why I'm doing this. And that's not what's important.
I agree.
But it just depends on your person.
It
Yeah.
does.
Mhm.
So it's 11 o'clock. This is KHEA
Aw.
Radio 99.5 FM. Kurt, I think you're a little upset that this wedding segment's over.
No,
We can come
Butler's
back. We would
Courtyard?
love to come back.
I'm
Y'all
just
can
sad
come
that it's over. That the show's over.
So, yeah, butlerscourtyard.com. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you
y'all.
for
It was
having us. It
fun.
was fun. Yeah.
We're going to have to stop in and check it out in person because we
Yeah,
went
we'd
and
love
looked at
to
the
have you.
website. Yeah, the video looks awesome. We'd love to come in.
Please.
And I know my wife is probably going to want to do that. She'll be like, I want to work. I want
We
to work
would love
there.
to have her. We need all the help we can get usually. So.
At least plan for the block party. That's
Yeah.
a great time to come out.
Cool. That's September 21st. Starts at 6:30 at Butler's Courtyard. Everybody's welcome. The entire community is welcome. Come have some dinner. Come meet your neighbors and check out Butler's Courtyard. It'll be a lot of fun. That's on Kurt's birthday, 8 o'clock. Despacito is going to roll. We'll
That's
see what
right.
happens. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. We have a new giveaway going on right now.
To Sammy's Wild Game Grill in Houston, Texas. Go ahead and just like, share, and comment on that video.
Yeah, go check out our YouTube. Subscribe to that. Make sure you're liking our Facebook page. Go like Butler's Courtyard on Facebook too. This is
Please.
KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. Also, what are you showing me, Kurt?
Tomorrow we have My Macro Meals coming in studio. They do
Excited about
food
that.
replacement options,
Some
including
meal prep.
protein muffins.
Yeah, those are
Oh.
nice.
So stay tuned for that tomorrow morning. We're on at 8:30 ish.
We're on 8:30ish till 11. This is Kickstart, and y'all have an awesome day. Stay dry.
All right. Bye everybody on YouTube. Bye everyone on Facebook.
Bye.
guys.
Yay!
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun.